Yeah.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Higher Spear Insurance strives to be your all-encompassing agency, protecting everything from your home and auto to your farm, crop, and health. And while the
It's 71 degrees and beautiful here in Iowa Falls as we get set for week 9 of the Iowa high school football season here on KIOW.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the booth here at Dale Howard Field in Iowa Falls for the 9th time all-time. Forest City and Iowa Falls Alden getting set for high school football action here on KIOW.com. Zarin Eggestall with you this evening. Glad to have each and every single one of you along the way as we get set for this final week of the Iowa high school football season. And what a game we've got in store for you this evening as the Indians 3-5 this year taking on the 2-6 Iowa Falls Alden Cadets here in Iowa Falls to close out the season. We mentioned earlier what a beautiful night it is here. The trees look nice, beautiful landscape behind us here in Iowa Falls at the Cadet Field, Bob Howard Stadium, a shared field between Iowa Falls Alden Community School District and Ellsworth Community College. They play here. The Panthers in that end zone, Cadets in the other end zone, black and yellow draping those end zones here in Iowa Falls. Mentioned beautiful day outside, beautiful night, 71 degrees, not much of a wind as well, maybe about 6 miles or less per hour. And we are excited for high school football, excited to have each and every single one of you with us this evening. Our pregame show today brought to you by our good friends at Kingland Construction Service in Forest City. They now have truck customization, Western snowplows through their KCS Customs division. Accessorize your vehicle by calling KCS Customs today at 641-585-0101. Again, 641-585-0101. KCS Customs, Kingland Construction Service, the sponsor of today's pregame show. Got a good show in store for you this evening. We're going to take you around the state, look at some of the playoff matchups, some of the other local matchups that are going on. We're also going to be talking with first-year head coach here at Iowa Falls, Alden, Eric Walkingstick. He'll be joining us on the program before his team takes on the Forest City Indians this evening. First time the Indians are going to see a coach Eric Walkingstick program as he is in his first year. February, just first week of February, second week of February, right in there is when Iowa Falls Alden announced Coach Walkingstick as the new head football coach here. Has been in Iowa for quite a few years, well over 100 wins in his career. Spent a long time at Akron Westfield. We'll talk about that later on, but has been a winner everywhere he's gone, and we talk about that. We're going to talk about that with him when we talk to him. He's won state titles in multiple different states. He's won state titles in Oklahoma. He's won state titles in Nebraska, and he's won a state title here in Iowa and played for state titles for Akron Westfield over his 12 years there with the Westerners. Forest City and Iowa Falls Alden, ninth meeting all time between these two teams, as these two teams taking a look at that here as these two teams first met back in 2004 when it was just Iowa Falls. That was the first time that these two teams met. Forest City and Iowa Falls Alden met for the first time in 2005, and so 8 meetings coming into tonight. Forest City and IFA share the all-time series right now. The Indians have won 4 times. IFA has won 4 times, and the point differential has been right there as well. So we are in store, hopefully, for a good one here this evening. The Indians about 17 points per game when they play in this series. IFA about 20 points per game when they play in this series. Last time these two teams met was in 2019, in which Iowa Falls Alden won by a final score of 35-6. They met in back-to-back years in 2018 and 2019. 42-15 the win for Iowa Falls in Forest City in 2018. Indians' last win against Iowa Falls Alden came back in 2011, a 33-7 victory for Forest City right here on this field here in Iowa Falls. With that, we are going to head to Des Moines and hear from Todd Kim as he is going to take us around the state and let us know some of the big matchups that are going on around the state of Iowa, some big playoff matchups. We have some big playoff matchups in our area tonight. Maybe you're multi-streaming tonight. We got West Hancock playing playoff football. We got Lake Mills playing playoff football, and Forest City here playing against Iowa Falls Alden. Plenty of football to be watched. Hopefully you're joining us. Those games will kick off about 7. We're set to kick off around 6 o'clock this evening. Again, our pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Kingland Construction Service of Forest City KCS Customs. Call them today, 641-585-0101, 641-585-0101. Let's head to Des Moines. Todd Kim standing by.
From Radio Iowa Sports, this is the Scouting Report, an in-depth look at this week's prep and college games. Now from our studios in Des Moines, Todd Kim.
The Hawkeyes look to stay in the driver's seat in the Big Ten West when they host Minnesota, another rated foe for the Panthers, who host North Dakota, while Drake heads west in the Pioneer Football League. High school football, the playoffs begin in the 4 smallest classes. That and more on the Scouting Report.
Okay, gotta be late. Gotta go. Where'd I put... wallet. Check. And... phone. Check. Keys. Check. Lunch. Check.
Checking for the things you need doesn't take long. But what about checking for your safety? Right now, 1 in every 5 vehicles on the road has an open safety recall. But it only takes seconds to check for open recalls on your car at checktoprotect.org. All you need is your vehicle identification number or license plate number. Your automaker may not have the right information to notify you about recalls by mail, especially if you recently moved or drive an older or used car. Checktoprotect.org is the quick, easy way to find out if your vehicle has an open safety recall and find the closest dealer who can make the repair for free.
Laptop. Check.
Before you go, take a minute. Visit checktoprotect.org. Check to Protect is a program of the National Safety Council.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
Call it winning ugly or whatever you want, but as Iowa heads towards a much-needed bye week, the Hawkeyes control their own destiny in the Big Ten West after a bruising 15-6 win at Wisconsin. The run game has showed promise the last 2 weeks, but the offense, which is missing its starting quarterback and a pair of all Big Ten caliber tight ends, remains the lowest ranked in the nation. The clowns in the national media continue to make fun of Iowa, but the 24th ranked Hawkeyes don't care. They will continue to rely on defense and special teams as they take a 6-1 record into a game at home against Minnesota.
And our players are smart. They know what's going on. They know where our challenges are. They know, what things looked like in August, what they look like now. But despite as much everybody wants to predict the future, you can't do that. You just never know how seasons are going to go, what turns are going to be taken, who's going to be in, who's going to be out.
That's Iowa coach Kirk Ferentz. Nobody has seen Iowa's style of play work more than Gopher coach P.J. Fleck. The Hawkeyes have won 8 straight in this series, but 6 have been decided by a touchdown or less, including a 13-10 Iowa win in the Twin Cities last season.
They're very efficient. They don't turn the ball over. Their special teams are a huge factor in how they win. I mean, a huge factor. Their special team doesn't get enough credit. And their defense is one of the best defenses in the country consistently. So they have a formula, and they do it really well.
The Gophers are coming off their bye week and stand 3-3. It's a 2:30 kickoff in Kinnick Stadium. It'll be televised by NBC. Northern Iowa coach Mark Farley says the Panthers need to eliminate mistakes as they get ready to host number 11 North Dakota. The Panthers had 2 interceptions and lost 3 fumbles in a 41-6 loss at top-ranked South Dakota State. North Dakota is 4-2 after a 49-24 victory over in-state rival North Dakota State, and quarterback Tommy Schuster is completing 73% of his passes, and his mobility is an added concern.
He's just elusive. He's a winner, and he's elusive that way that he makes a bad play into a good play. And then when you're solid in your play across the board, when something does get disruptive, he's good enough to get him out of trouble because he's elusive and can go make a play out of a bad play.
The Panthers are 3-3 overall. Drake takes a share of the lead in the Pioneer Football League race to the West Coast as they visit the University of San Diego. The Bulldogs are coming off a stunning 52-21 win over PFL favorite St. Thomas in Minnesota and sit 3-0 in the league race. The Bulldogs look to break through in a series that has been dominated by the Toreros.
And we haven't beaten them in 10 years, period. And then I don't think we've beaten them at their place since 2009. So, it's not going to be an easy task by any stretch. It's been a while since we've gotten them.
That's Drake coach Todd Stepsis. San Diego is 1-5, a stunning start for a program that has won 7 PFL titles in the last 9 years. High school football is next on the Scouting Report.
Hi, I'm Mike Mefford, physical therapist with Hancock County Health System's Sports Medicine Department. My colleagues and I are redefining the rules of the game with our extensive sports medicine experience and knowledge and utilization of state-of-the-art equipment and facilities. Let me help you change your game by recognizing your athletic potential. Join me at the HCHS Wellness Center in Britt or at the Garner Rehabilitation Clinic. Hancock County Health System. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
The high school playoffs kick off tonight with the round of 32 in the 4 smallest classes. That includes 8-player, where top-ranked Winfield Mount Union will be at home against Belle Plaine. Winfield Mount Union senior star Cam Buffington has combined for more than 1,400 yards of rushing and receiving and says as the top-ranked team, the Wolves know they have a target on their back.
I'm getting used to it, and I'm just trying to help my teammates get through it and help them stay calm and through the process. It's something to look forward to too. I mean, everyone doesn't have really this experience of having this target on their backs. I mean, you kind of have to be appreciative of it and just have fun with it.
Also in 8-player tonight, second-ranked Cam Anita is at home against Southeast Warren. Number 3, Remsen St. Mary's plays host to Harris Lake Park. Number 8, Central City's at home against Lansing Key. Key High coach Chad Winters says getting to the playoffs is still an accomplishment in Iowa's largest class of teams.
You look at some of the records in some of the other classes of some of the first-round matchups, and there's a lot of teams that are 2-6, 3-5, 4-4 that are playing, and you look at 8-man and you don't have that. I mean, you need to win. You need to win 5 games to give yourself an opportunity to get in the playoffs, and sometimes that's not enough.
Class A tonight, it's top-rated Woodbury Central hosting North Union. Number 2, St. Ansgar is at home against Sibley Ocheyedan, while third-ranked Madrid hosts IKM Manning. In the 1A playoffs, fourth-ranked MFL Marmac is at home against Hudson. The Bulldogs won the title in a loaded District 3. Coach Dan Anderson says Hudson is a tough first-round draw.
I mean, they're 5-3, and there's only 2 teams in the state of Iowa that are 4 seeds that have a winning record, and of course we got one of them. So, I mean, that's all right though. Some people, I've heard some friends, people say, geez, you just keep on stuck with tough teams and state must not like you guys or something. But you know what? That's all right because, keep throwing them at us. It's only making us tough. It's only making us tougher. As long as we win them, we want tough competition and why stop now?
1A top-ranked Grundy Center is at home against Cascade, while second-ranked Underwood plays host to East Sac County. 2A, Cherokee looks for an upset in Harlan against number 6 Carroll Kemper. Kyle Jorgensen has a preview.
This is the first time the Braves have made the playoffs since the 2015 season. Head coach Tony Gunner of the Cherokee Braves.
We had a great practice today. What I'm looking for going into a playoff game, and, we're as ready as we're ever going to be.
Ryan Steinkamp of Kemper Catholic talks about the mindset of the Knights throughout the season.
We had a tough non-district schedule, but I think it really helped challenge and prepare us for it. And then, we kind of kept taking it after that. We just really focused on, the basics of football, blocking, tackling, hustle, heart, that type of stuff.
The Braves finished 5-3 overall on the season and 4th in their district, and the Knights finished 1st in their district. I'm Kyle Jorgensen reporting for the Radio Iowa Scouting Report.
2A top-ranked Van Meter is at home against Albia, while second-ranked Central Lion George Little Rock hosts Okoboji. This season, Bex is recognizing student athletes that are not just a star in athletics, but a player that shows heart in school, at work, through the community, and in the ag industry. Violet Bodie of Algona Garrigan High School has been raised on a vegetable farm and has enjoyed helping out at the farmer's market.
And we used to do vegetable boxes that we would deliver around town, and I've kind of just grown up helping with that, and it's been part of my life, and I've seen how that goes. And I really like it. I like working in the garden and on the farm and selling the vegetables, forming relationships with customers. It's really fun.
As a 4-sport athlete, Lily Randall of Tri-County needs to manage her time between school and sports.
Usually we have school and then the sport that's in season, and then if another sport is coming up, it's usually later at night, so there's a lot of late nights involved with that.
Jackson Lindgren of Kingsley Pearson has grown up on a farm and taken on an expanded role.
I do a lot during calving season, like checking cows during night and stuff like that. During harvest, I usually run grain cart and things like that. Now it's harvest and I'm spraying, but I do a lot of different things. I basically know how to run majority of the machines around the farm, so I can do quite a bit.
Wyatt Rosenmeyer of Algona Garrigan enjoys working with the cattle herd and the commitment that comes with it.
That's got to become a priority as soon as you take that over, and you need to do that before you can do anything else. So if you want to go mess off for the day, you better make sure that you have time to do chores. It's pretty much a commitment.
Beck's Players with Heart will wrap up Week 9 after this on the Scouting Report.
Hello, this is Lex Swavel, a registered nurse at Hancock County Memorial Hospital. The average wait for an emergency treatment nationwide is about 2 hours. When you come to Hancock County Memorial Hospital's emergency room, you can expect to be evaluated within 15 minutes of your arrival. When you have an emergency, Hancock County Memorial's ER is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready to provide you with the quality and efficient care you need. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership. Hancock County Health System.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
It's the final night of the regular season in the largest three classes as the race for the playoffs comes to an end. An automatic playoff bid is at stake in Class 3A District 2 as 8th-ranked Webster City hosts Humboldt. Quinn Douglas has a preview.
The Lynx are coming off of a 47-0 shutout against Algona, where Webster City coach Bob Howard says the weather was perfect for his team's style of football.
And we got ahead quick, and so I think that definitely affected things.
Howard says the strength of this Humboldt team is in its skill position players.
You know, they're very successful in all the other sports as well, and it's for a reason. They've got a lot of athletes and a lot of numbers, and they're well coached.
Humboldt is coming off of their own marquee win last Friday night with a 34-0 shutout of previously undefeated Clear Lake, a performance that Coach Derek Elman called gritty.
You know, I think early on our kids showed a lot of grit. We were able to get a couple of first downs in our first drive, and then had a punt deep, and we knew it was going to be a field position game all night with just the way the weather was.
Humboldt started the year 2-2, but the gelling of a young offensive line and the return of running back Lance Kuhn has brought success in district play.
Our offensive line, as they started to kind of understand the positions and understand what varsity football is like and start to gel a little bit, that's right when we got Lance back. And, first game back, he goes over 100 yards, and he's just done an excellent job since. And just shows the kind of impact player Lance is.
Reporting for the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, this is Quinn Douglas.
Also in Class 3A tonight, it's top-ranked Creston visiting Perry. Number 2 Solon is at home against South Tama, while third-ranked Mount Vernon visits Keokuk. After being knocked out of the top spot in 4A last week, 6th-ranked Adel ADM closes the regular season at home against number 5 North Polk. Dre Trotolitzi reports.
After suffering their first district loss against the Indianola Indians, the Tigers find themselves at an important point in their high school football season. This defeat called for a reevaluation of their approach. In head coach Randy Schrader's words,
well, what we really stressed this week with our coaches especially is we need to fix our issues before we move on.
The Tigers recognize the need to depart from their usual philosophy of quickly moving on from previous games. Coach Schrader notes,
I think that's been a problem. We talked about flushing. Previous week's game, you got 24 hours and we've got to move on.
This approach was not just a step towards improvement, but a necessity to ensure they remain in the playoff race. The urgency of addressing these errors stems from their upcoming matchup against North Polk. The Tigers are fully aware that this week's rivals will be looking for weak points to exploit.
North Polk's going to try to exploit the same thing that Nola did.
Their focus is no longer just on moving forward, but on perfecting their execution, aligning their assignments, and eliminating errors before they grow. In conclusion, the Tigers' response to their first district loss is marked by a shift in philosophy. Their dedication to correcting errors and perfecting their execution represents a commitment to continuous improvement, ensuring they remain competitive and focus on their playoff hopes. And there is your high school scouting report on the North Polk Comets taking on the ADM Tigers. In Adel, Dre Trotolitzi, Raccoon Valley Radio Network.
Also in 4A, top-ranked Western Dubuque visits Mason City. It's number 2 Cedar Rapids Xavier at Burlington. Third-ranked Lewis Central is at home against Dallas Center Grimes. And in Class 5A tonight, there's one rated matchup to close the regular season. It finds 5th-ranked Bettendorf at home against number 10 Iowa City High. Top-ranked Southeast Polk hosts Des Moines Lincoln. It's number 2 Dowling Catholic at home against Sioux City North, while third-ranked Pleasant Valley visits Linn-Mar. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports,
Welcome back to Iowa Falls as we get set for kickoff tonight of the final football game of the season for the Forest City Indians here on KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you, and just like always, we are joined by Iowa Falls head coach Eric Walkingstick. Coach Walkingstick in his first season with the Iowa Falls Alden football team. Coach, thanks so much for taking some time and talking with us today.
Not a problem.
Well, Coach, talk about your season a little bit. Talk about your team, and I know a little bit of rebuilding for you guys, but just talk about your team a little bit.
Well, and definitely the story of a football season isn't written at the, how it ends, because it's along the journey that you kind of discover a lot about your team, and it's part of having fun. Anymore, football. There's one team that ends up happy. So if you're sitting there, going off of wins and losses and where you get to, you're gonna have a short career in football. I'll tell you that, for doing it for a lot of years. But for us, I knew coming in that there was going to be some rebuilding phases to the game, and my kids did a great job. Starting with when I met them in springtime, they did a great job of trying to learn a new system, falling into the mold of what I was looking for a football team. And, they did a great job of adapting. They were good kids when it came to, trying to learn a new system. There was one point whenever I know they were nervous and they're going, man, I don't know if we can get to this. And, they've done a great job. We suffered a few little injuries along the way. We were a little bit, young in some areas, whenever I got to watching, other teams throughout our district, and seeing a lot of junior seniors, and we had a lot of sophomores playing for us. We had some good quality seniors, and some good quality juniors, but we just, we're still rebuilding, to be honest with you. And I was real proud of these guys throughout the year. Had great attitudes, and I would go to battle with them anytime, any day, anywhere. So that aspect's been great. And as far as community and the program, second to none. They welcomed me in. They've done a great job. I think in the future you're going to see big things coming from Iowa Falls.
Coach, let's talk about you for a second. As you mentioned there, you met the kids in the spring. You took over and got hired in early February as the head football coach. And I know you met with the team right away and started getting your game plan in. You are from Oklahoma, correct? But you spent the last 12 years at Akron Westfield, and you've done a great job at Akron Westfield, Coach. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, and definitely, as a coach, you're a journeyman. You're going to travel along the way, and you're going to see different things. If you want to be a head coach, you're going to be going some different places. And this all goes back for me to whenever I coached in college, and I did that, and just decided to make a decision to head back to my home state. I was in Nebraska at that time, coaching at collegiate level, and then decided to go back to Oklahoma, and went to a successful program there, and had some success there, and we're able to play for some state championships. And, the journey doesn't stop there. It continued on through different locations in Oklahoma. Somewhere along the way, I got labeled as a rebuilder, and not sure why necessarily, but I've been able to come into some programs that have, upcoming talent and, find success. We had success where we were at in Oklahoma, and just one day, my wife is from Iowa, and I told her, I said, I would be interested in looking at, coming up to Iowa just for some change. I like the variance and change. And so we came up to Iowa. We raised our two boys in Iowa, or in Akron, and, was there for 12 years. And again, just looking for a different change. I knew Akron was going to be very successful this year. And, when it comes to coaching situations, sometimes, you've got to make a move whenever those moves are good. I had looked around for a couple of years, and things weren't where I wanted them. And so whenever this job opened up, I was had coached in the Shrine Bowl, and knew a coach from the Shrine Bowl that I contacted that had ties to Iowa Falls area. And we discussed it, and there's some things I wanted to see, and some fits, and interviewed, and was fortunate enough to get the job, and blessed. And me and my wife have made the move over this way, and it's been a great transition.
Coach, you talked about, changing systems and getting the kids used to your systems. What will Forest City fans see from your offense and defense this evening?
What you're going to see offensively is all gas, no brakes. We run a unique style of spread offense, and we run some funky formations. We have a lot of fun. We do some trick plays. We have fun, and we're gonna do all those things. It's one of the things my kids look forward to. The kids here have learned that I'm a very ADHD kind of football coach, and I like to do multiple things, and I like to try different things. And for us, we're pretty balanced this year. We've been 50-50. I've got a great quarterback and had a great running back that got dinged up, and we're trying to find someone to replace him. But offensively, we're all gas, no brakes. We're going to go after it. We're going to sling it around. We're going to run some funky formational stuff. Defensively, we like to stunt. We like to do some things. We're not the biggest guys up front, and so that sometimes gets us in a bind when we're playing teams that are a lot bigger than us. But we like to take a chance and risk it and stunt and play some different things as far as how we play defense. So expect fireworks both sides. I know Forest City's got a good quality program that's coached by a good coach and good program over there. So I think it's going to be even match. I think it should be something fun for the fan to watch.
What does this Week 9 game mean to your team? Why even play this game? What benefit is it doing for your team?
For us, it's one more chance. It's 48 minutes for the rest of our lives. For our seniors, it's a chance to go out there and play, another football game. It's a chance for us to maybe get some young guys in that might see some time next year. It's also a chance for us just to practice. I mean, once season ends, you can't, as an Iowa high school coach, you can't touch them until June 1. And so, any more reps, any more practices that we can get in, any more opportunities, is just going to better us for the future. If you look at teams that make it to the Dome, think about it. They've got 3, 4, 5 extra games, and what happens is those extra games are what makes good teams better. And for us, we need those extra reps. It's a chance for us to end at our home field. And so one more opportunity for the fans to come out and support us and, root everybody on that gets out there. But it's just one more opportunity to get better, one more opportunity to play the game of football. And I'll be honest with you, I know there's teams right now that, I'll be honest with you, their coaches want the season to end because, they've had, injuries and they're frustrated and all sorts of things. For us, that's not the case. We've had a great year. I've been surrounded by great kids, great coaches, and we just want to keep playing football.
What have you seen on film from Forest City?
They spread the ball. They have ability to throw it. They're efficient in the throwing game. We have to be able to stop that. Quarterback puts the ball in really good places. Quality, long, lean. Receivers that go up and get it. Good size up front. They have a good quality offense. And then defensively, they're going to be playing in a defense that doesn't allow you to get over the top. And so we've got to be smart and, kind of chop wood, carry water. We got to be consistent. We can't sit there and kind of Achilles for us is, we've made mistakes throughout the year, and we're probably coming off our best game where we didn't make mistakes. And in those games where we don't make mistakes, we tend to play better. But for us, we just need to, control the ball, be consistent, wait for those breaks. And, Forest City is going to be efficient offensively and defensively. And we've got to kind of hold our breath and kind of breathe underwater a little bit to be able to survive the storm.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck to your team today as the Indians and the Cadets getting set for a Week 9 non-playoff matchup tonight here in Iowa Falls. Coach, thanks so much for your time.
See you, man. Thank you. Bye.
That was Iowa Falls Alden head football coach Eric Walkingstick in his first season with the Cadets. We're getting set for kickoff tonight between Forest City and Iowa Falls. Alden will come back. Starting lineups, Coach Moore will join us, getting set for the Indians and the Cadets in the Week 9 final football game of the season. This is Indian football from KI.
Higher Spear Insurance strives to be your all-encompassing agency, protecting everything from your home and auto to your farm, crop, and health. And while the name on the door has changed, our commitment to serve our friends, families, and local communities has not. Find us in our 3 locations, Titonka, Forest City, and Thompson. Call 515-928-2085 or learn ways to protect your future at higherspearins.com.
Lucas Woogie is your locally owned Cornelius Seed dealer here in Forest City. Cornelius Seed, an Iowa-based company, has a full line of corn and soybeans. Call Lucas today at 641-860-0595. Plant it, profit. Cornelius Seed from Lucas Woogie.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck. For the past 90 years, NSB Bank has provided the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titanca, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Forest City fans, whenever the Indians football team scores this fall, you score as well at your local Forest City Hy-Vee store. If the football team scores 7 points, you get 7 cents off per $7 you spend the Monday following a game. 24 points, 24 cents at your local Forest City Hy-Vee store. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services, free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
The 3M distribution.
Welcome back here to Iowa Falls. Aaron Eggestal with you this evening, joined once again by Coach Chad Moore and Coach Iowa Falls. Forest City getting set here. First time these two teams have met since 2019. Should be a fun one. Both teams, similar situations. Both had the same records as teams that made the playoffs, just didn't score enough points and gave up too many points this year.
Yeah, and you know what? You just get that opportunity to play in week 9 here, and it's a great opportunity for seniors to have one last opportunity to play. So great night. I mean, we couldn't ask for any better weather than we have tonight out here in Iowa Falls. There's no wind. Looks to be about in the mid-60s, so ought to be a lot of fun. Giving some kids some opportunities here. You know, you're not really have anything to lose as far as things, so you get an opportunity to look at some kids for next year. Give your seniors some opportunities to perform and do their thing. So just a great opportunity for kids. I love this format, giving them that chance. So and they don't have to end at week 8, and you can also do some things to develop your program with.
Yeah, that was one of the questions that I was going to ask you about is, you know, tonight's one of those nights where it's more of a pride night. You really don't have anything to play for. So as a coach, you've coached in a couple of these. How do you get the guys ready to play a game like this?
Well, I think that's what you focus on. You focus on, your seniors who are playing their very last football game in a Forest City uniform, and you put a lot of emphasis on that, and you sell that to your underclassmen to make sure that they're playing hard for those guys, because this is the last opportunity they've got to play with their classmates that they've grown up with their whole life. It's, no matter if they get the opportunity to go on and play collegiately or not, it's still their last opportunity to play in a Forest City uniform. And then for your juniors, sophomores, freshmen potentially, it's all about building and moving forward for the future and where you're going to be with that. So, it's really a pretty simple concept. It's not like you would hope you wouldn't have to sell it real hard to guys to play hard. Just visiting with some folks from the Iowa Falls side here, I know they have a really good freshman group, and they're planning to play some freshmen in tonight's ball game just for developmental purposes. And I'm sure Coach Clary, with some of the injuries and things, he's going to get a little preview for some guys, for some potential to move forward. It's also a chance to move some people around and do some things that you haven't done offensively and defensively. That you can take a look at and move forward and go into the offseason to do some planning.
Let's talk a little bit about Iowa Falls. I'm sure you've had a chance this week to kind of see a little bit what they got. It's going to look a little bit different. We're not going to see their leading running back, and Quentin Yeager not going to play tonight. He's on crutches, unfortunately. For Iowa Falls, going to see a lot of quarterback run tonight. Yeah, the quarterback is a high-level athlete. Couple times state place winner in the hurdles at state track. And if I'm not mistaken, not 100% sure, I'm not so sure he might not have won it, but really good runner with great speed, very athletic. It's his first year at quarterback. I know he was a receiver in the past, very athletic, very quick. So everything goes through him, kind of like the last few weeks we've come in here and we've talked about the teams that we've played. A lot of things run through the quarterback here, and they'll go as their quarterback goes. So defensively, we're going to have to really put our focus on him, make sure we're great tacklers. He's not a real big dude, but we want to make sure we're great tacklers tonight and keep him contained. Yeah, absolutely, and something we're going to see really cool, and we'll get to see it when we start off. But when Iowa Falls get an offense for the first time tonight, they're going to put Mr. Quentin Yeager out there one more time. We talked about that. Senior, put him out there. He's going to go out there on crutches. They're going to take a delay game penalty to allow him to get on the field one more time. Really cool show by first-year head coach Eric Walkingstick, and I know he is very well respected around the Iowa football community. And we talked earlier in the pregame show with us, just joining us, spent 12 years at Akron Westfield. He's been a winner everywhere he's gone. He's won state titles everywhere he's gone, in Oklahoma and in Iowa, and he's hoping he does that here in Iowa Falls as well. Yeah, I know they're really excited about the possibility in the building moving forward, and just talking to some people that we know in this area, that I know they've got a really good underclassmen group that they're really excited about, and know the future's very positive for them. We'll take a break for the national anthem. We'll come back for kickoff between Forest City and Iowa Falls Alden next.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your communities. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family, one who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. Patrick will use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. He will focus on what's important to you and partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Patrick and his team today at 641-582-2248. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
KCS Customs of Forest City. KCS is your Western snowplow dealer. It can also customize vehicles with LED lights, leveling kits, Jeep accessories, and more. Find out how we can help your ride on Facebook at KCS Customs. KCS Customs of Forest City, your Western snowplow dealer and vehicle customizer.
What?
Welcome back here on KIOW.com. This is Aaron Eggestal and Chad Moore with you this evening. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for this contest. First of all, for the Forest City Indians, they will start like this at wide receiver, number 85, Willie Holmes, 6'5", 210-pound junior. Number 4 is Jack Thompson, a 5'10", 174-pound senior. The other wide receivers, number 7, Jackson Archer, and number 3, Carson Hall. Archer, a senior, Hall, a junior for the Indians. The running back is number 5, Sam Clausen, 5'10 and a half, 182-pound. He is a senior. On the offensive line, the left tackle is number 78, Brock Good, 6'1", 211-pound junior. Gavin Litzen, 5'10", 193. He's a sophomore. The center is Luke Kearney, 5'7", 190. He is a junior. Peyton Klein, 6'3", 227-pound junior. And Kobe Umbaugh will get the start at right tackle tonight, 6'8", 182-pound sophomore. On defense for the Indians, number 78 is Brock Good. Number 53 is Nick Donchie. Number 85 is Willie Holmes. Number 6 is Ryan Bailey. Grant Woogie wears number 25. Number 50 is Kearney. Clausen wearing 5 tonight. Jack Thompson 4. Carson Hall 3. Vinton Feldman will wear 88. And Jackson Archer will wear 7. Starting lineups for the Indians. For the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets, we will see Iowa Falls Alden on defense first. Taking a look at that defense, Carter Weaver wears number 9. Number 51 is Grant McElmurray. 56 is Ian Hernandez. 53 is Trevor Bailey. Also have number 21, Andrew Barlett. Number 63, Connor DeBates. 22 is Quentin Yeager, not getting the start. Of course, we mentioned he's out with injury. You've got Nathan Risky, 5'8", 145-pound junior. He's a DB. As Sopko will set up for Forest City, he will kick this one off for the Indians. They're in all whites tonight. Forest City, white helmets, white jerseys, and white pants. Iowa Falls Alden is in all black this evening, as IFA will wear their black helmets, black jerseys, and black pants. Beautiful night, as mentioned. It was in the mid-70s. We started the pregame show in the upper 60s now. Should be a beautiful night for football, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't ask for any better to be at Week 9. This would be a good Week 1 game. So excited. Any night you can play football, good. Let's get on it.
It'll be taken. Oh, it's fumbled at about the 20-yard line and finally picked up. It was actually fumbled closer to about the 17, fumbled forward to about the 20, 21-yard line, where Iowa Falls Alden will take over on offense first. Just underway here from Iowa Falls. Aaron Eggestal and Chad Moore with you this evening for high school football on KIOW. And we've mentioned before, Iowa Falls Alden, first time on offense. They are going to put running back Quentin Yeager out there, the 6', 185-pound senior. And he is going to take the first snap, and they will take the delay game penalty to let Mr. Yeager get out there one more time. Pretty cool to see, and you know, we've all been in this situation where you're playing your last game, and unfortunately Quentin went down with an injury, and good to allow him back on the field one more time.
Yeah, this is a super class move by Coach Walkstick here to allow a senior that's probably put in a great deal of time for their program, and I'm guessing has done a lot of the right things in the offseason and off the field, and to give him his last moment of recognition in front of the home fans and a chance to the best he can to come off the field as for his senior year, and really nice move on for Iowa Falls.
And the ball didn't move, so of course Forest City declining the penalty, which of course very cool to see as well. The Indians mentioned we're going to see a lot of quarterback action here for Iowa Falls. A little trickery here to start things off.
Yeah, they got definitely multiple formations trying to mess with people's heads, but as long as we just stay base, we're fine.
Oh, the ball is fumbled. The snap is fumbled, and Brock Good will bring down all the way back at the 15-yard line, as Harms ended up falling on top of it for Iowa Falls, Alden. Damiano, the quarterback, taking that one originally. Where's number 15?
So, yeah, it looks like they moved him to the halfback position and changed him out of the quarterback spot. So.
Yeah, Matthew Harms is taking the snaps for Iowa Falls. Alden as the quarterback. Little option look. Harms is trapped, and he'll be brought down at about the 12-yard line. Great tackle there by Brock Good. As he'll make the stop for Forest City. It's going to be still long. Third down and about 20 for Iowa Falls Alden. Ball is at the 12-yard line, so now Damiano is back at quarterback. Takes the snap. He'll run himself to the right side, looking for some running room. Carson Hall trying to get there. Indians trying to bring him down. That's just the first marker. He still had a long ways to go to get to the second marker.
Yeah, it looks like now that they're kind of just jostling some guys around position-wise. Now the quarterback's back in that position, and the Harms kid's out at split end. So it looked like they were just trying some different sets. Again, that's what a lot of this game's going to be about, a little bit of experimentation as far as moving forward and just giving some different looks.
Damiano is set to punt this one away. High punt, end over end. Indians are not going to field it, as the ball is going to, takes a Iowa Falls Alden bounce. That's one of those you just never know where that football is going to go as it bounced, and it looked like it was going to come back towards the Iowa Falls side, but then it just rolled down away from the Forest City defenders and rolls back inside Forest City territory. So the Indians will start at their own 42-yard line, but good starting field position on drive number 1.
Yeah, good spot here for the Indians. Good stop there, obviously. To pin them back deep, and then, they took the delay of game, which helped us out here. So get it started here and manage this field position like we've talked about all year and have this offense finish on a high note.
Carson Hall in motion for the Indians from right to left. Had to put trips on the left side for Forest City. Still one receiver to the right, looking to throw. It is caught by Clausen. Clausen running room across the 45 near midfield. Clausen over 200 yards rushing last week for Forest City. Starting to put him up there on that season rushing list we talked about a few weeks ago. We were talking about the trivia question, as Clausen over the 700-yard mark, and a chance tonight to really put himself on one of those top spots all-time season rushing list.
Yeah, he's got an opportunity. He's had a nice season. He's ran the ball hard. He's going to run hard tonight, knowing it's his last high school football game. And, he would do it whether he had 10 more games or not. That's just his mentality. He's going to run hard, and I expect him to do that again tonight.
This will be Thompson will take the carry for the Indians. 45 inside Iowa Falls territory at the 40, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line of IFA at about the 36-yard line, 37-yard line. First down and 10 Forest City. The offense clicking, a couple of big plays to start off. They move from their own 42 to the Iowa Falls 37 on a nice little play there to Jack Thompson.
Yeah, a little jet sweep there. We haven't seen that for a couple of weeks. That's nice to see, and we'll get that established and take the focus also a little bit off of Sam a little bit here where you normally use him.
Here's Clausen, left side, his first carry. He's got running room, hard running, 30, 25, and it'll finally be brought down. Enough for first down yardage. Give him about 11 or 12. Give him 12 on first down to the 26-yard line. First down and 10 Forest City at the Iowa Falls Alden 26. Clausen with a hard run. Couple of updates offensively. Still Forest City without that big duo of Tristan Bransoy and Corey Thorson. Neither of those guys are in uniform tonight for Forest City. Trying to give you any other updates of guys we're missing this evening, but two that you might recognize. Delavu looking to throw. He's running out of the pocket. Now he'll just take it himself. Takes a little bit of a shot near the line of scrimmage. Has a great play there by Carter Weaver. The 6'2", 190-pound junior comes up and fills nicely for IFA. And the Indians will have it 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard gain to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it appears that our offensive line's handling them really well. Ty had a lot of time there, and then the play before Sam, we got a good push for Sam to get a good run. So that's a great option for us offensively. We're going to have some opportunities here.
Jack Thompson left side looking for running room. He's got some 15, 10. Thompson burst of speed, 5 touchdown. Man, oh man, when he bursts through a hole, nobody's catching Thompson off the left side, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown Indians, Jack Thompson from 22 yards out.
Yeah, just like you just talked about, that was awesome. Like, we completely had everybody sealed up. There wasn't even a threat there. He made one move on the guy on first level and then just took it easily into the end zone. There wasn't even much of a threat there. So good start here for the Indians to march it right down the field and put points on the board and look really solid doing it.
Ty Sopko, the ball teed up out of the hold of Delavu, and the snap is good, hold is good, kick is good. 7:57 to play in the opening quarter. It's Forest City 7. Iowa Falls excuse me, did he miss that?
He missed it, yep. He missed it to the right.
All right, well, my eyes are already playing tricks on me. We'll take a break, we'll come back. More high school football next.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to shove these $20 bills down the drain. There we go.
Having an old water softener is like shoving money down the drain. But a new Culligan softener can save money and a ton of salt. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
For the best selection in new and used vehicles in North Iowa, think Pritchard's Family Auto Stores. In Forest City, stop by Pritchard's Forest City Auto Center on the north side next to Quick Star, or Chrysler of Forest City on the south side. They offer services only Pritchard's can provide. Welcome back here on KIOW.com. Aaron Eggestal and Chad Moore with you this evening from Iowa Falls as the Indians and the Cadets, with the Indians leading 6-0 after the missed PAT. Kick is going to be taken at the 11-yard line by Iowa Falls. Alden left side return here for IFA. Running room across the 30 near the 35-yard line. Finally, the Indians will catch up to Andon Barrick. The return, a senior, 5'7", 145 with the return for Iowa Falls. Alden won't quite get to the 35-yard line, spotted dead at the 34, so 1st down and 10. Iowa Falls, Alden from their own 34-yard line. Second offensive drive here for Damiano and company. As he's back in the gun, back at quarterback. Again, we've seen Harms at quarterback a little bit. They're without their leading rusher as far as a running back goes, and Quentin Yeager talked about that earlier. Damiano will rush across the 35 to about the 39-yard line, short of the 40. First significant offensive push forward. Out to the left side. Indians trying to string to the sidelines. Feldman finally makes the play there for Forest City. Damiano is going to be close to a 1st down.
Yeah, appears maybe he's going to be a little bit short. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 1 maybe here. They're going to go hurry up on us here. So we're going to have to hustle and get in position. We're kind of scrambling here to get set back again.
Damiano, man, the Indians jump. They go hard count, and Forest City just bowls over the offensive line of Iowa Falls Alden. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. That'll give IFA their first down of the contest, as they'll move 5 yards forward across the 45 to about the 47. To the 48, actually, where the ball will be spotted. 1st down and 10, Iowa Falls Alden from their own 48-yard line. 7 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Week 9 high school football on KIOW.com. Thanks so much for joining us. One man in motion from right to left. They'll give it off on the sweep left side. And Grant Woogie, Parker Cox right there for the tackle for the Indians near midfield. As Carter Weaver, the carry, 6'2", 190 junior.
listed as a tight end, takes that one from the right side. 2-yard gain to the 50-yard line midfield. 2nd down and 8 upcoming here for Iowa Falls. Cadets will break the huddle. They broke the huddle well away from the football. Nobody's hearing that play. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers on the near side. 1 man in motion. That's Barrick from left to right. Damiano will roll out, looking to throw. Now he is going to throw across the middle. It's nearly intercepted, but batted away by Jackson Archer. Great play by the senior as he comes up and beats that one down to the ground. Injured cadet here. As they'll have to make a substitution. That's an offensive lineman. Goes back down to the ground.
Yeah, just, he threw that like we've been taught. We've said this numerous times over the broadcast the last few weeks. Rolling to your right, throwing late back across the middle, kind of a cardinal sin. We almost picked it off, and if we'd have picked it, it'd have probably been a big play for us. So these quarterbacks late in the year, again, they're trying to make some stuff happen here and maybe force some things. But we were in a great position there to break that down, put them in a 3rd and long situation here, which should be pretty good for us. It looks like the passing game is not their strength. They want to run the ball with the quarterback, and we put them in a position that this 3rd and long is going to be a real challenge for them.
And Devin Yanger is the injured Iowa Falls Alden cadet that they are checking on. The sophomore, 5'6", 165, and they're checking on his leg. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more. The Indians lead the Cadets of Iowa Falls. 6:07 to play here in the opening quarter. More football next.
For the best selection in new and used vehicles in North Iowa, think Pritchard's Family Auto Stores. In Forest City, stop by Pritchard's Forest City Auto Center on the north side next to Quick Star, or Chrysler of Forest City on the south side. They offer services only Pritchard's can provide.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
Back here to Iowa Falls. Aaron Eggestel and Chad Moore with you this evening. Here, Chad, I got, how about this impromptu trivia question? Just got this one coming across my mind. How many cadet mascots can you think of?
Cadet, like schools?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Give me a second here. I'll be thinking about that.
All right. 1 man in motion. Damiano in the gun. He is back to pass. Screen pass. It is caught at midfield. Running room. 45. Still got some room near the 40. And finally going to be brought down. That is Ray Morgan Jr., the senior 6'2", 260-pound junior. Gets the screenplay and just takes off with it.
Well, I can tell you right now, off the top of my head, just in the North Iowa area, I can only think of 3, and one doesn't exist anymore. There was the Cal Cadets. There's the Crestwood Cadets, Iowa Falls Cadets. I'm sure there's more out there. I got to keep thinking here, but I know there's not a lot.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ball carrier there was Barlett. Andrew Barlett, the junior, 5'9", 160. He's brought down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 for Iowa Falls from the Forest City 40, and the Indians are in the neutral zone again. Another hard count for Iowa Falls. Alden, once again, Forest City will jump. It'll be neutral zone infraction here by the Indians. 5-yard penalty. That'll put Iowa Falls Alden at the 35-yard line, and 2nd down and 5 upcoming. 5:10 to play here in the opening quarter. 6-0 is the lead in favor of the Indians of Forest City, playing the final football game of the season. Hand off left side. Damiano keeps it himself, and he's still on his feet. He runs inside the 25. Damiano hard running inside the 25, near the 20.
Yeah, good strong running by Damiano there up the field there. I thought at first that they were actually pushing him, but he was actually getting a lot of that on his own. So good strong run on his part.
Damiano in the gun. He's got 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left in a stack formation. Indians don't jump off this time. They did move. You can move. They just can't have any kind of infractions
in the neutral zone. And that short pass right side, it is on the ground. It is not caught. Or was he caught and he was down? Okay, so it was caught and he was down in the backfield, so it's going to be a loss.
Yeah, it looked like he went down and touched his knee there trying to get the ball. He should have probably just went with the incompletion there.
So it'll be a loss of 2, because he takes the little swing pass to the right side. If it's incompletion, it's second down and 10. Instead, now it's second down and 12. Now they're going to stop the clock, and they're going to have a conversation. Was that ball completed, or was it an incomplete pass? I'm sure that's what the conversation is now. Did somebody else have a better angle of it? Did he get underneath it? That is the conversation being had right now by our officials. And they're going to say, I think they're going to say incomplete passes. They're moving the football. Yeah, they moved the football, so they're going to say incomplete pass. So that'll take the ball back to the original line of scrimmage and make it second down and 10 for Iowa Falls rather than second down and 12. 4:23 to play here in the opening quarter. 6-0 Indians, second down and 10 for Iowa Falls Alden. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. They'll look at the sidelines as Coach Joaquin Stick signals in the play. Damiano takes the snap, looking to roll right. Across the middle, pass is caught, and Weaver is still on his feet. The Indians went for the push rather than the tackle, and Weaver stays on his feet inside the 10. First down yardage for Iowa Falls Alden, and they're knocking on the door.
Yeah, we gotta put pads on people. We can't just two-hand touch them and think they're going to fall down. So that's a little bit on us defensively there. We got to put some pads on people and put them on the ground.
First down and 10, Iowa Falls Alden from the 11, so they'll have a first down at the 1. Damiano, quarterback keeper all the way, left side, looking for blockers. He's got some, trying to race the end zone. He is in. Beats one man to the corner. Damiano is in, and just like that, Iowa Falls Alden answers the Indians right back. 6-6, and they'll have an opportunity at an extra point to try to take the lead here late in quarter number 1, early in the game. 4:09 to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, and they did a really nice job of blocking on the perimeter there.
Cadets roll out, looking to throw to the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Great defense by Carson Hall. Absolutely defended well by the Indian junior, and it will stay 6-6. We have played just under 8 minutes of football. We'll come back. More football next on KIOW.com.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank, based in Forest City, has 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota to serve your banking needs. MBT Bank offers the latest in banking technology paired with a local community connection. Find out all that MBT Bank has to offer by visiting us online at www.mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com as the cannon went off there for the Cadets. Thought that was Clear Lake in 2011 there, Coach.
Oh, yeah, I started bringing flashbacks there.
Back in all those years, Clear Lake used to have the cannon. There's the flag comes out, of course, for the kick out of bounds. But, yeah, they shoot off a cannon. Okay. Yeah, that'd be those guys.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to call anybody on the radio. If anybody in Forest City left your van open and down here, then maybe. But not today for us.
Didn't drive a van. Now there's a conversation going on the sidelines with our officials. Forest City trying to get the play in. It'll be first down and 10 Indians from the 35-yard line. 4:09 to play here in the opening quarter at 6-6. Both these two teams going back and forth with this one.
And they're going to set Iowa Falls for a long time has always been a double A gap kind of defense, and they're still kind of playing that four-man front, more of like a 4-3 look, 2 high safeties. So we're going to have some options. Look like they're putting 6 in the box, so we're just going to stay inside zone here. Obviously, we'll see what kind of shell they're playing with this 2 high safety, if they're playing quarters, halves. kind of what we're going to do and try and figure out how we're going to attack that. But corners look like to be playing pretty hard, and what I mean by that is they're playing up and they're just playing that flat area. So if we can get some leverage and get outside and go deep, we'll have our opportunities, especially here on the weak side.
Quick pass out left side, caught by Sopko. He's got running room across the 40 to about the 40. Did he get to the 42? We'll see where they spot it, but it's going to be third down and manageable now for Forest City. They're going to spot it at the 41.5. So right between the 41 and the 42. The Indians got to get to the 45-yard line for a first down. They don't have to get completely across it. The first down marker is about in the middle of the 45-yard line. So, a good 3.5 here for Forest City. What they need on third down. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Man in the backfield, they're going to hand it off. Clausen looking for it all. Clausen is going to be right at the sticks. We'll see where they spot him. His body rolled across the 45. The official already walking in with the fist up, so that's going to signal fourth down. But it's the spot of the other official is what that matters. The official on the near side is whistling fourth down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to roll with it. Fourth and short.
But it's the spot of the other official on the far sidelines with the hashes on that side. It's still short, but again, short by less than about a half a yard. Don't have to get all the way across the 45. You might as well now as the ball is between the 44 and the 45-yard line. In the gun, Delavu takes the snap, hands it off. Clausen, he's got plenty. Across the 45, he muscles near midfield, and the Indians will have first down and 10 with 2:19 to play here in quarter number 1 with a tie game with 6-6.
Yeah, good job there, Sam. You could tell the minute he was getting that ball, he already had those pads. He was behind his pads. He was running hard. He was going to get that first down just by his momentum.
Delavu rolls out, looks downfield. He's got a receiver. Sopko, it's in the basket and caught at the 34-yard line. Delavu placed that one right in the basket of Sopko. He hauls it in. First down and 10 Forest City.
Nice play by Forest City. It's what they call a smash route. It's just a hitch on the outside with a deep corner route, or a old school, what they used to call a flag route. But nice job there. Great grab on the sideline by Ty Sopko. Good throw by Ty Delavu.
Rush up the middle by Clausen. And about the 30 inside the 30-yard line. Not quite to the 29. It'll be second down and about 5 for Forest City. Just short of the 29-yard line. 1:30 to play. They're going to blitz. Was he across, or did the Indians jump? They blitzed that linebacker, I think might have been in the neutral zone when the Indians snapped the football. We'll see what the official call is. No, the blitz got the Indians moving early. They brought that blitz, they showed it, and it forced Forest City to move early to try to pick it up, and it's a false start on the Indians. Going to make it now second down and a long 10 here for Forest City. 1:17 to play opening quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Couple of backs in the backfield with Delavu. Takes the snap, hands it off left side. Thompson running room inside the 30. He'll get quite a bit of it back, but he's still going to be short of the first down. But third down and manageable now for Forest City. Weaver on the stop for Iowa Falls Alden.
Yeah, and it seems, Zarin, that up front we're handling it pretty good. That's a jet sweep there. We're getting that at 4 or 5 yards a pop, and then mixing in Sam a little bit with some inside zone stuff. So looks like we got what we want run-wise. It'll all start coming together here with the pass game. We got started there way too early.
Flags are back out again as the public address announcer here. Had a good conversation with him earlier today. Seemed like a nice guy, getting the crowd going a little bit. They're popping some jokes. 32 seconds remain here in the first quarter. 6-6 the score. Indians, well, they actually called the neutral zone infraction this time, so the Indians will get 5 yards back and the first down. Near the 20-yard line, 21-yard line, first down and 10 Forest City. They'll snap it one more time in this quarter. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Delavu rolls out, looking to throw. He throws towards the end zone. It is incomplete. Great defensive play there by Damiano for Iowa Falls Alden, as he reached up and just batted that one away.
came back to that smash route that we were looking at a little bit earlier, but 15 definitely sat on that, knew what was coming, and sat right on it and played, almost matched up, really, and went to a man-type look and went after Ty and just knocked it down. Easy play there for him. So, but we got plenty of time here. We're in a good spot here to take another shot at the end zone here.
2nd down and 10. There is still 9 seconds on the clock here in quarter one. Hall in motion. They're going to hand it off. Clausen, running room. Clausen at the 15. Clausen 10. 5 touchdown. Sam Clausen will just beat through everybody right down Broadway and into the end zone. Touchdown Indians. Go Big Red. The Indians are back on the board here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, I don't think the Cadets wanted any part of that. He had those legs of churning and thighs up in there, and you could just kind of see they wanted no part of getting in front of number 5 in front of that train. So, again, Sam's still running hard. He's been doing that for quite a few weeks here in a row. So, I think we'll be able to ride that out quite a bit here. Sam's going to go out in style.
Sopko back to attempt the PAT this time, and I'll let you call it.
I think that one's good.
That one's good. See, that's what the last one looked like to me as well. This time it does go down the middle. It's 13-6. The Indians lead with 3 seconds left in the opening quarter. We'll come back for kickoff in 1 minute.
MBT Bank, based in Forest City, has 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota to serve your banking needs. MBT Bank offers the latest in banking technology paired with a local community connection. Find out all that MBT Bank has to offer by visiting us online at www.mbtbank.bank. Member FDIC.
Forest City Auto is your local Napa Auto Care Center. Our local staff will work to get your vehicle back on the road. With state-of-the-art equipment, a 2-year parts and labor warranty on all repairs, and free pickup and delivery in Forest City, Forest City Auto is the place to take your vehicle. Call 641-581-3000 today.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Welcome back on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Zarin Agastal, Chad Moore with you this evening as we're back to football. Kickoff coming here from Sopko as he will boot this one away. And it's taken by Iowa Falls at about the 8-yard line. Running room across the 30, and that's Barrick again for IFA. Big rush all the way across the 30 to about the 34-yard line, where IFA will have 1st down and 10. 9th all meeting, as that will be the end of the first quarter. We just took a break. We'll keep it right here. 9th all-time meeting between these two teams. One of them, if you're just joining us, so we talked about this a little bit in the pregame show. One meeting, the 2004 meeting, was still when it was Iowa Falls, and then Iowa Falls Alden Indians met in 2005 and have met, this is the 9th time. 4 wins for each school. The Indians have won 4 times. IFA has won 4 times as well, but Iowa Falls has won the last 2 in 2018 and 2019. The Indians' last win in the series came here in Iowa Falls in 2011, 33-7. Big win there for Forest City there in that 2011 season. All right, going back on that cadet question from earlier, so you're sticking with 2, or did you think of any other?
You know, I know there's more, and I can tell by the look on your face, I know there's more. But I'm sticking, I think it's, right now, live, I think it's just those 2.
It is. You're correct.
It is.
In the entire state right now, live. Of course, there's been 11 total schools in the history of Iowa that have used cadets. But right now, of all the schools in the state, there are just 2 that use the mascot cadets, and we played both of them. Looking to throw, Damiano downfield, 30, 35-yard line. He'll tuck it and run, and he'll run out of bounds by Woogie and Carson Hall near the 40-yard line.
I just figured there'd be one of those small schools in the corner of Iowa somewhere that might still have it, but I really couldn't think of it. Yep. I feel like I know most of the mascots, not all, but I feel like I know most of the schools and mascots, but I figured there might be one I was missing.
Handoff up the middle, brought down around the 39-yard line. Rush there for IFA by Oberling. Freshman in there, 5'10", 165 with a rush to the 39-yard line. 3rd down and 5 here for Iowa Falls Alden. Indians defense looking for a stop. Left side, Damiano, and he is going to power forward for the first down. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he just muscles his way forward across the 45 and enough for a first down. So it'll be 46-yard line, first down and 10. Second quarter of action is 13-6 in favor of Forest City over the Cadets of Iowa Falls Alden. Damiano, running room across midfield, 40. He is loose, 40, 35. It's coming back. There's a penalty marker, 20-yard line. He pushed out of bounds, but there's a penalty marker all the way back at the 41-yard line. This one likely to come back. 10:58 to play here in the second quarter. 13-6 is the score in favor of the Indians. And we'll see what that official call is, if it can be a hold or a block in the back. Likely in that spot, it will be a block in the back against IFA from the 41-yard line. So the ball will be spotted all the way back at the 49 inside their own territory. So a big penalty there for Iowa Falls Alden. That ball was going to be inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line after the rush by Damiano. First down and 7 for Iowa Falls Alden. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Damiano himself, quarterback keeper. Oh, Woogie right there. Wrestles him down across midfield at about the Indian 49. Great tackle there by Woogie as he comes up and just makes another great one. Another guy trying to lay it all out there for the Indians.
Yeah, Woogie, again, one of those seniors that gets an opportunity that, to play the one extra football game, and that's why I just like this format so much. It just gives those kids that one extra chance, a little closure to their careers.
Damiano, keeper himself, trying to string it out. Indians are having none of that as Sam Clausen is there with a little help at the end by Kearney, but it was Clausen for the most part himself. All the way back, they're going to spot it at midfield. So it'll be third down at about 6 from the 50. 9:53 to play until halftime. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. They'll look at the sidelines as the play being signaled in from first-year head coach. And off Damiano up the middle. Damiano, 40, 35, inside the 35-yard line at about the 33. First down yardage and more. Good play there.
Yeah, really interesting for me as we both are looking at the same thing. We're watching Coach Walken stick out here, calling the offense. He's calling formations. He's calling plays. It's all through hand signals. He doesn't have a call sheet. He doesn't have a headphone on. He's doing this all off the top of his head. It's kind of interesting to just watch him. I'm a little bit fascinated. I've caught myself just sitting here watching things, and then they take the pause here and they watch him again, and everything's just off the top of his head here. So he has a real good grasp of his offense, obviously, which means he's obviously done this for many, many years, the same system. So he's got his kids in tune with it, and they're responding to it really well. So it's kind of interesting to watch.
Beat away there by James Hagan. That's what's cool about the just being on the video stream here tonight, Coach. I didn't have to jump in there to let the radio listeners know what happened. Everybody can see what's going on this evening as James Hagan batted that one away. And now a quick pass out to the right side. Carson Hall will bring him down at about the 31-yard line. But, yeah, I know that's and the other thing is a lot of times you'll have maybe 2 guys signaling. One guy is signaling formation. One guy is signaling routes and that such. But, no, it's all coming one guy by himself. You mentioned no play sheet, no headset, no nothing. We had that conversation. He's been his home state of Nebraska, Oklahoma, won a couple state titles in Oklahoma, a couple of big schools down there. Of course, all the great success he had at Akron Westfield over 12 years. And, I think, honestly, having a conversation, he never outright said this to me, but I think this was a challenge for him. This was a new challenge. Iowa Falls trying to get them back into where they want to be. And, he's won a state title everywhere he's been, trying to win one here at Iowa Falls.
Yeah, no doubt. As coaches, you're obviously in it for the kids, but you're still a competitor.
Yeah.
You were an athlete at one time, and you're a competitor, and you want to take on some of those challenges and try and improve a program and make it better, and you set goals and you work with kids and you help them develop, and that's where the rush is. That's where the adrenaline is to get that going. So I wish him luck, because I've been in that situation a few times, and it is a challenge, and it is very there's a lot of ups and downs in it, but boy, when you have a lot of success, there's no better feeling in the world than to see a program that's been down and out have some success and what it can do for a community. That's the biggest thing. It's just what you see. We were able to witness a little bit of community last night. What community does through sports is just amazing. So,
yeah, referencing the volleyball action with everybody out there, and Oberling carries a moment ago. They picked up first down with a pass to the left side moments ago. 13-6 in favor of the Indians. 7:05 to play until halftime. Oberling again will rush to about the 25. Indians will make a good play. Coach Walking Stick continue on that for a moment. His wife originally here from Iowa, and they were what brought him back to Iowa is they were sitting. He had was having success down in Oklahoma, and one night just sitting around and said, "Hey, do you want to go to Iowa?" Sure, let's go to Iowa. So they looked and found Akron Westfield, and of course, so much success there. Fourth down and a rush to the left side.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to come to Iowa? A lot less tornadoes here than Oklahoma, that's for sure.
No better place to be on a Friday night than high school football in Iowa. 6:20 to play here in the second quarter. 13-6 Indians as they're looking at the sidelines. Damiano in the gun. He'll take the snap. Looks and rolls right. Still looking. He is being chased, and pass is incomplete as it's batted away. Kearney picked it up and ran with it, but it's fourth down, so the Indians are going to get it back. Either way, good stop on defense there for Forest City.
Yeah, that's a nice stop there on fourth down. They're going to get pinned a little bit deep in their own territory, but they didn't give up any points. They stopped a drive where Iowa Falls was starting to gain some momentum a little bit, but the Indians firmed up there a little bit and finished with some good defense. And with 6:04 here, put a nice drive together here, and they could gain some really nice momentum going in and put themselves up by 2 scores, which would be huge.
6:04, Indians offense back on the field. They'll take over at the IFA 19-yard line. Handoff left side. Thompson looking for running room. Thompson's got some. He bursts through to the 25. I think he kind of slipped there for a moment. He was trying to make an extra cut. I think he kind of slipped a little bit, kind of slowed down his momentum.
Yeah, it did appear that his footing wasn't the greatest there when he tried to get vertical up the field and stick his foot in the ground and get vertical. So, but still good positive gain here, and we're 2nd and 5. Very manageable situation here. I think you'll probably get a little bit of Sam Clausen right here, maybe.
Clausen in the backfield with Delavu. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. H to the right side as well. Here's the handoff to Clausen, left side, looking for a blocker. He beats a man 30, and he'll have enough for a first down across the 30-yard line to about the 31. Had 1 man to beat for the first down, and Clausen is able to get there. Hard charger across the 30-yard line to the 31. First down and 10, Forest City from the IFA 31-yard line. Indians trying to add on to their 13-6 lead here in the first half. Week 9 high school football. Again, we talked about it. If you want to watch, maybe got different screens out there. Get a tablet, iPad, maybe a TV. You can catch us on the Boxcast app on your smart TVs. Got a couple of playoff football games on our network starting this evening, of course, with the Indians as well. Plenty of football to be watching on the KIOW networks tonight. Delavu rolls out, looking to throw across the middle. He's got a wide open receiver. Thompson caught 40, 30, 25, 20, and he is caught. Not too many people are going to catch Jack Thompson. He had to kind of slow up a bit for the ball, but then took off. Barrick able to bring him down at about the 22. Either way, a big burst of offensive power there by the Indians. First down and 10 inside IFA territory.
Nice job of splitting that 2 high receivers from the backside. Gave a little roll to the left, came back, split that 2 high safety look, and Jack Speed got behind him, and nice throw by Ty Delavu.
Hand off right side, Clausen looking for a block. He's got one, and we'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And now a penalty marker will come in late. And so a penalty marker is in, and not a good spot for it to be for the Indians. It'll be holding the initial indication against Forest City. 4:13 to play here in the second quarter, 13-6. Indians lead, knocking on the door, trying to get back, but they're going to have a long ways to go now on first down as that penalty marker came in at about the 23-yard line, 22, because the ball goes to the 32-yard line. So that's going to make it second down at about 20 for Forest City from the 32-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, 3 receivers now. 1 receiver to the far side of the formation. In the gun, Delavu looking to throw. A little screen inside to Hall. Played well there by Weaver. Brings him down. Will be a short gain of 2 for the Indians to make it second down and 18.
Yeah, and I think this is a great shot right here to take a shot at the end zone. You've got second down here. You got a couple shots to get underneath. And if you take a shot here, you got third down. Still an opportunity to get within field goal range or at least a manageable shot at fourth down. I think you're gonna be in fourth down territory, obviously, here where we're at score-wise and where we're at in the season.
Here's the handoff, right side. Clausen looking for some running room, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll break forward, and he'll get a gain of about 3 or 4. Clausen originally brought down at the line of scrimmage, and then is going to burst across the line of scrimmage for a short gain for the Indians to make it third down, but it's still third down and a long ways to go. At about the 27-yard line, it'll be third down and 15 for Forest City with 3:02 to play here in the second quarter, 13-6. 1 receiver right, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Delavu in the gun. He's got a running back with him. Delavu standing at about the 32. Blitz coming by IFA. Indians quick pass. It's caught by Sopko. Not going to be enough for a first down, but makes it fourth and manageable.
Yeah, and they were looking backside. They were trying to split that safety on the backside. Initially wasn't there. He was trying to stay in rhythm there. He hit the back of his drop and needed to get the ball out. Good decision by Ty Delavu there. He got to the back. That backside wasn't there. He went to his check down, hit a nice route to the outside, and now in the fourth and manageable, like we said, it was a 4-down territory with 2:30 to go here, up by a touchdown here. Probably going to wind this down just a little bit and then take a timeout. I don't know if they're going to try and kick a field goal. It appears that maybe by body language, I'm trying to read Ty Sopko's body language. He looks pretty anxious, so it looks like maybe they might try the field goal from here.
All right. Well, let's see if the Indians try the field goal. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 1 minute for more high school football.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
The Super Bowl in Forest City is open for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience.
Back here to Iowa Falls. Iowa Falls, Alden, Cadet Field here this evening. The Indians will keep the offense on the field. Go for it, 4th down and 6. Across the middle, it's caught. Enough for a first down near the 5 for the Indians. Good quick pass across the middle. They obviously probably talked about the field goal, but instead, let's keep it going. 4th down and 4. Beautifully drawn up play across the middle. It's first down Indians at about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, nice little pop route there to Jack Thompson. A nice throw by Ty Delavu. It looks like they're having a little discussion over here. I'm not sure what they're discussing on this, but yeah, nice little play there. There's a little pocket right there. They got man coverage. They went to empty and got the matchup they want. And pre-snap, whatever coach has shared with Ty, he knows before the snap what exactly he's looking for, and he got that look and executed it perfectly. So now we're still trying to figure out what the officials are having such a conversation about here. I'm not quite sure.
The ball is spotted at the 6-yard line. It's plenty enough for a first down. The old first down marker was at about the 12. Oh, there was a flag on the field that they're going to pick up. All right. So they pick up the flag. I didn't even see that flag on the field. So that was the conversation, as there was a flag that they obviously picked up as they waved it. So it's first down and goal for the Indians at the 6-yard line. 13-6 is the score. 2:01 to play here in the second quarter, opening half. One receiver right, two receivers left. In the gun, Dillevue takes the snap, hands it off left side, Clausen to the 5. Clausen, his second touchdown of the night, into the end zone for the Indians. Go Big Red, as Forest City is back in the end zone again. It's 19-6. Sam Clausen off the left side for Forest City. Punches one back through, and the Indians will once again attempt the PAT.
Great perimeter blocking on the Indians' part there. Ty Sopko threw a really nice block there on number 9, Weaver from Iowa Falls, that just kind of sprung him through there. And again, I'll help you out there. It looks like that went through the goalpost. It looks good.
Sounds good. 20-6, Indians lead. We'll come back. More high school football is next.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 or see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way. Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
Welcome back here to Iowa Falls' Cadet Field. Iowa Falls Alden Cadet Field, as Sopko will have the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. 20-6 is the score in favor of the Indians, trying to build some momentum, as Forest City will end their season here this evening, but have a great group of guys coming back next year. Of course, you got lots of talent leaving. We've talked about one of them, or a couple of them already tonight. Sam Clausen, a guy that has a couple of touchdowns. There's a big tackle for the Indians on kick return, as our kickoff, I should say, special teams. James Hagen gets in there and makes a great tackle for the Indians, a guy that Forest City is going to have for a couple of years now.
Yeah, and that's what this game's really about. It's like giving those seniors, like we talked about in the pregame, giving those seniors the opportunity and letting those underclassmen, kind of shine here, get a moment and see what you got to build and give them some opportunities and play them in some positions that they haven't played before, just like right there where we see James Hagen playing defensive end. That's the first time we've seen him there. So, there's where they're trying to feel some things out a little bit and see if this is something he can do next year.
Yeah. Damiano with the rush to the right side. It'll be second down and about 7 here for IFA. Moving quickly. Left side rush. Indians looking to try to bring him down late. Our flag comes in right in the middle of that rush there by Bartlett on the carry. And, of course, not a good look for IFA with the penalty marker coming in about right at the feet of the blockers of that ball carrier. 1:15 to play until halftime. 20-6 again. We're about 10 minutes away from the start of our 2 postseason games on our network this evening. Lake Mills and the Lake Mills video stream live at KIOW.com. West Hancock taking on Lamar's Galen this evening as well. That game will take place at 7 o'clock. So maybe catch those games around halftime, come back, catch ours, and watch all three of them. A lot of high school football going on around the state. You know, it's so crazy to think about where we've come in the last 5 years, Coach. I just saw the Iowa High School Athletic Association tweet out a document that has links to every video stream of every football game going on. Approved links is what they called it. Of course, ours are on there. We do our responsibilities, but it's just crazy. I mean, it's 3 pages of high school football games with video links. It's so cool, the coverage we see of Iowa high school football.
Yeah, not only Iowa high school football, but just high school athletics in general, the coverage that we get. But, yeah, it's awesome that you can, you're talking about sitting in your living room and watching 3 different football games in 3 different areas of the state of Iowa and being able to keep track of all those. It's just great, and especially for that North Iowa area where we can follow. Our communities, we're all rivals, but we all follow each other really closely, and it's really nice to be able to watch that and have that opportunity. It's great. Technology, is really awesome sometimes, and sometimes it's not so awesome. But in this case, I think it's really awesome.
In the gun, Damiano he's going to take the quarterback, keeper to the right side. He's got blockers.
Oh, fumble.
Ball's on the ground as running through that play. Was that Kearney? I think Kearney ran right through him and just took the football out with him. Kearney, I think he ran past the tackle, but as he was running past the tackle, he knocked that football out.
Yeah, I think he either just caught his hand or caught his shoulder pad as he almost I don't want to use the word whiff, but I guess I'm going to use the word whiff. He kind of almost did and then caught the football as he went by and knocked it loose, and the ball bounced back into play as he was running towards the sideline.
They get it back, though. Iowa Falls does. Quick screen pass from Damiano. It is caught at the 35-40. And finally going to be brought out of bounds around midfield, or around the 40-yard line. That's Jay Morgan Jr., the senior 6'2", 160-pound junior. And Morgan Jr. has the first down for IFA at the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line, with 44 seconds remaining until halftime. Our halftime show sponsor today, our good friends at Waldorf University. Waldorf supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their educations and careers. See more about Waldorf at waldorf.edu. Waldorf.edu. One-man motion from right to left. Damiano pump fakes. Now he's going to heave it downfield. And it is incomplete. Vinton Feldman in coverage there for the Indians. That ball well cooked. Penalty marker in the backfield, though. I didn't see, did the Indians maybe get on Damiano a little bit late, or is that a holding?
I'm going to guess it was a holding. It looked like he stayed on his feet. It looked like as they were running away, the tackle kind of grabbed, it looks like.
So it is holding against Iowa Falls Alden with 38 seconds remaining. That'll put IFA even further back in their own territory at the 30-yard line. Clock will wind. One play probably remaining here in the half. And Damiano will just keep it himself. Indians got to bring him down, though, at the 40, and they will around the 41-yard line. And we'll see if IFA, they do call a timeout. So the IFA is going to try to run another play. They call a timeout at the 41-yard line, where they will have second down upcoming in about 9 as 11-yard pickup there by Damiano. Coach, are you going to give us, you queued up for a third quarter trivia question?
Well, I'll tell you what, I am.
Okay.
But on the drive down here, I forgot to prepare myself.
Okay, all right.
I hope none of the kids in the high school I did not do my homework. And so as I was driving, I had to look up a couple things as I got here. But yes, I am ready. I don't know when you want me to. You tell me when we want to do it.
Yeah, we'll go back. We'll go back our normal time. We'll have you give it right before we start the third quarter, and then right before we start the fourth quarter is when we'll ponder it. We'll think on it. Hopefully you found it when you got here and not while you're driving down the highway.
Well, yeah. I won't tell you exactly the time frame on that, but it could have been in a parking lot. It probably was.
From the 41-yard line. 24 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw Damiano downfield, and it is caught. A leaping grab, and the catch is made for IFA out of bounds at about the 44-yard line by Barrick. Or did he get out of bounds? No, they're going to wind the clock as soon as the chains are set. He did not get out of bounds. They wind the clock as soon as the chains are set. 15 seconds now to play. Damiano, rush up the middle. He's still on his feet inside the 40 to about the 36, and timeout IFA. So they'll use one here at about the 32-yard line where they will have second down and short, but more importantly, they are within striking distance now of the end zone. We saw earlier Damiano heave one about 30 or so yards downfield, maybe 40 yards downfield. That's where we're at right now, so we're definitely within range of him finding the end zone here.
Yeah, they've done a pretty nice job here these last two plays of managing this clock and getting down the field here. It was obviously a great grab over there by number 10, because if he doesn't make that grab, I'm not sure they're in a position, but that grab helps them put them in a position here to where they probably potentially got two plays here. They're out of timeout, so they're going to either have to work the sideline really quick or they're going to have to take a shot at the end zone. So more than likely, probably only one play, but they have potential for two plays here for sure. Just depends on what they choose to do here. Again, what we need to do is make sure everything crosses in front of us, any kind of routes. They haven't really ran anything too tricky like full field concepts. Everything's been a half field read that I've seen so far. So, and just make sure that you keep number 15 in front of you and tackle him, get him to the ground. Don't run up and try and push him, bump into him. Get him to the ground, and we should be fine. He's a good enough athlete, though, he can make something happen.
10 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. It is 20-6 in favor of the Indians. IFA trying to get on. They're going to throw a quick pass. It is tipped and incomplete. Sam Clausen got his paws on that one and tipped it away with 9 seconds. I think they just tried to get maybe a cheap 10, 15 yards there to make a closer throw to the end zone. They do not have any timeouts.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, if they would have caught the ball, it would have been in our advantage because the half would have been over because they couldn't have got there if we would have just tackled him. And we had some defenders around him, so actually that worked in Iowa Falls' favor there for them to drop that football.
7 seconds remaining now in the half. Damiano will take a heave towards the end zone. It is going to come up short, and it is incomplete. It was dropped down at about the 2. They're actually going to get one more play out of it. It'll be 4th down and 4, so they will have one more chance at a heave. That ball was going to be a bit short, but if you catch it at about the 2, I guess you could fall in. The ball wasn't quite to the end zone. A lot of Indians, though, in that area. Wasn't a whole lot of black jerseys. 2 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. It's the Indians 20, the Cadets 6.
Somehow I thought they'd only be able to get about 2 plays out of it, but they've somehow figured out how to get a third play out of this 10 seconds that they had. So this will definitely be the last play.
Damiano takes the snap. The clock is at all zeros. Damiano rolls out, looking to throw downfield. It is incomplete, as Ryan Bailey there for the Indians deflects it away, and that'll send us at the end of our first half of football. It is the Indians of Forest City 20, the Cadets of Iowa Falls Alden 6. We'll take a break. We'll come back in about 3 minutes for our halftime show brought to you by our good friends at Waldorf University.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed.
Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland, New Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota for all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs. See the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision.
Grow Electric
body
in Lake
shop.
Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Everyone else is doing it. Call me, Matt, Chuck, or Jake at County Line Seeds in Forest City for a great lineup of DeKalb, Asgrow, NK, and now offering Wiffles hybrid products. 641-581-3300.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Higher Spear Insurance strives to be your all-encompassing agency, protecting everything from your home and auto to your farm, crop, and health. And while the name on the door has changed, our commitment to serve our friends, families, and local communities has not. Find us in our 3 locations, Titonka, Forest City, and Thompson. Call 515-928-2085 or learn ways to protect your future at higherspearins.com.
Lucas Woogie is your locally owned Cornelius Seed dealer here in Forest City. Cornelius Seed, an Iowa-based company, has a full line of corn and soybeans. Call Lucas today at 641-860-0595. Plant it, profit. Cornelius Seed from Lucas Woogie. Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Sarah Negastall with you this evening. We are at halftime with the Forest City Indians leading the Iowa Falls Alden Cadets by a score of 20-6. Our score here at the halftime with the Indians with the advantage. They lead 20-6. Week 9 of the Iowa high school football season. As we mentioned, plenty of games on our networks going on this evening. If you want to watch some high school football elsewhere, we've got, of course, Lake Mills taking on Nashua Plainfield. That's going on our Lake Mills stream. They just kicked off from Nashua. We also have West Hancock hosting Lamar's Galen as the Eagles are starting their run and their ascent back to the Dome as the Eagles will take on Lamar's Galen Catholic this evening there against West Hancock. Some other games going on our sister stations. You can also go to kcha.com and check out Charles City and Clear Lake playing in high school football action this evening. That game in Charles City, and wow, Charles City with a 7-0 lead already early in that contest. Also have another playoff football game going on way far to the eastern side of the state. One of our sister stations in Manchester. They've got North Butler, of course, kind of a local team, has a top of Iowa conference team taking on the Stars of Starmont tonight in a Class A football playoff action. That's over on our sister station on KMCH. So North Butler taking on Starmont this evening. So all the games going on around the area, our Koloff media partners, 5 football games for you, 4 playoff games going on this evening. A lot of football, a lot of action, and we are glad to have each and every single one of you along the way with us this evening. Coach Moore joining us once again here, and Coach, first half, Indians steady. Iowa Falls did have that one long sustained drive. They had another long drive, but the Indians were able to get a stop on 4th down. One long sustained drive that got a touchdown, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like, you got that feel tonight that the Indians are in control or completely managing the football game. It's a little closer on the scoreboard than it feels like here in person. But we've done a nice job of finishing drives, managing the turnovers. Obviously, nice little defensive stance there. Like you said, Iowa Falls put that nice long drive together, sustained for overtime, and then got that stop. So nice job by the Indians there. And obviously that gave them the momentum to be up 20-6. So they're going to come out of this halftime with a lot of momentum. I really feel like you can just see our guys are excited to be playing, and they're playing well here. So I think they're going to finish strong, and our senior leadership is going to be, I think, going to take over here and lead us through a strong second half.
3 touchdown drives in this game for Forest City. First of all, their first one in the first quarter took 2 minutes and 39 seconds off the clock. The Indians went 58 yards on 5 plays for a touchdown. The Indians scored again with the 3:50 mark. Took 3 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock. The 4-minute mark exactly left in the first quarter as the Indians went 9 plays, 65 yards, started at the Iowa Falls Alden 35-yard line. The Indians got one more score in the second quarter. It took 4:02 off the clock. 5:59 remaining in the second quarter when they scored on an 8-play, 80-yard drive as they started on the Iowa Falls 20-yard line. So all 3 of the Indians' touchdown drives have started from enemy territory, went across the field. 8 plays, 9 plays, and 5 plays. Good, long, sustained drives, and all resulted in touchdowns for Forest City as the Indians find the lead here by a score of 20-6. Stats here at the halftime: Forest City 10 first downs. The Indians had 6 rushing, 4 passing first downs, 100 yards rushing. 8 of 9 through the air was Ty Dillavu for 113 yards. 22 total offensive plays, 213 yards of offense. The Indians had 4 penalties for 25 yards. Time of possession, 10 minutes and 44 seconds. 0 of 2 on third down, 2 of 2 on fourth down. No punts in this game. Iowa Falls has 9 first downs, 4 rushing, 5 passing, 108 yards on the ground for IFA tonight. They also have 6 of 13 passing completions, 57 total yards, 36 plays, 165 yards of total offense. They have 1 fumble. They recovered it, though. 5 penalties for 37 yards. They've had the ball for 13 minutes and 9 seconds. 4 of 8 on third down, 1 of 3 on fourth down, and they have punted 1 time for 39 yards. So, Coach, kind of hearing those and looking through those stats, what are some things that maybe pop off at you here?
Well, obviously, I like those numbers I heard from Ty Dillavu. I think you said 8 of 9.
8 of 9.
Very accurate. He's been right on. He's been making the throws that he needs to make. We've been making the catches tonight. He did a nice job of hitting Jack Thompson on that deep ball, splitting that 2-high safety, which obviously loosened some things up a little bit to open up that run game for Thompson and Sam Clausen in that run game. I just like how we're mixing and matching things here. We're doing pretty well. We're keeping number 15. Boy, I just keep forgetting. Damiano's. We're keeping him under control. He's getting his. He's a really good athlete, but we're containing him, and we're not letting him pop off any big plays. So they've had to, get some sustained drives and put it together. So, from that standpoint, I feel like we're playing really well here, and I'd like to see us tackle a little bit better, but I don't, I'm just that kind of guy where I'd like to see 100% tackling where we're putting them to the ground every time. But we're playing really good defense. We put ourselves in a really good spot here going in 20-6 at halftime. And like I said earlier, it just feels like we've been in control the whole time. It's not like Iowa Falls has really gained any momentum or taken it away from us, and our guys have responded to anything that they've come out with. So, I'd anticipate that same kind of effort coming out here, and just a really good look for us here in this first half.
The Indians averaged 239 yards of total offense in their first 8 games this year, 213 yards in the first half. I mean, you're almost at your total game yardage in the first half. Great job there by Forest City. The Indians also are giving up about 31 points per game so far, just 6 in the first half, so that's under average as well. We talked about the rushing yards. They average over 100 per game. The Indians do 136, so you're right there. Rushing yards, Forest City doing well, also averaging about 6 points per game, and you're already at 20 here in the first half of football. Forest City leading Iowa Falls Alden by a score of 20-6 in the Week 9 non-playoff game here for the Indians and the Cadets. Both teams, the Indians have a chance to go 4-5, Coach, this year. It's one of those seasons where the Indians obviously didn't want to be here in this spot. They're grateful to play this extra game, but we're hoping they were making the trip to over west this evening. But they're making the most of this opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, just this what we've talked about. A year ago we were playing a lot of sophomores. This year we're playing a lot of juniors. We've had really two good groups the last 2 years of seniors that really led us. But they have really showed that maturation and that growth each and every year, each and every week this year, and I'm seeing them get a little bit better. This is one of those games where like we've talked about, you just want to try a couple things out. You want to see what you got for next year and what you can build on, what you can go into the offseason with your staff, talk about. And the Indians are showing some really good things. We saw a couple moves already by the Indians, a couple position changes, showing some guys. A little bit of that's through injuries. A little bit of that I think is experimental, where we're trying to see where some guys fit in potentially next year, and you can try and make some plans around that. Just really like to see what we've got going on here. And like we talked about, you want to be over in Lyon County tonight, maybe, and taking on that monster. But, we're here tonight, and we got a great opportunity, and they're taking advantage of that opportunity. And as a coach, I think that's what you really want to see. Your kids are responding, they're competing, and that's a really good feeling to go into the offseason and build off of, guys that want to compete and want to get out there. And that's what you're seeing tonight, and that's what they're going to have to build off of. And I think that's going to give you some really high hopes going into next season.
Yeah. All right, Coach, we're ready for you. We're ready for your trivia question of the night.
Well, as we all know, the state of Iowa really enjoys punting. So, so my thing is here tonight, who is punt average for the season? Who is the leader in punt average for one season in a season in Forest City history?
Okay. All right.
And there's some questionable ones here. I ran this by kind of one of the stat guys on the way down here. He's kind of a Forest City guru, and he struggled with this one a little bit. So I think maybe we've got a good one here. I don't know.
All right. There you go. There's your trivia question of the night. I'm already pondering.
And that's average, by the way.
Average.
Season average. Season average.
Not total yards, yeah.
Not total yards. Season average.
All right. I got a couple names in my
and there's a minimum, so you had to make the minimum, and that was
total punts.
Yeah, total punts, and that was, I think it was like 15, at least 15 punts in a season or something of that nature. So.
All right. Well, there you go. There's your trivia question. All right, Coach. I'm going to keep feeding you. We're right back in your homeland here. So I'm going to keep feeding you. Obviously, around in this Iowa Falls school district, more than just Iowa Falls and Alden. Of course, for people that don't know, Coach got his start coaching for the Alden Redskins many years ago. I like to remind him that his first year of coaching was the year I was born, there for the Alden Redskins. And
even worse than that, my starting quarterback that year was standing on the sideline and was also one of my assistants. So that makes it, you can just keep rubbing salt in the wound a little bit. But keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
There you go. No, you're good. All right, so we have a few other communities around here that are part of this school district, and wondering if you maybe some of those old. How about Buckeye? What was Buckeye's mascot back in the day?
Oh, yeah, that's before my time. I don't even know. Did they even have high school?
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Oh, yeah, 50s? Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. I do not know Buckeyes. Now, you keep going a little bit further west. I do know. Popejoy, I do not know their mascot either.
All right. Let's see. I got.
Give me Williams. I got that one.
I don't have that one.
It was the Tanningers. I knew that. Tanningers. Right. Blairsburg was the Bulldogs.
All right.
Camar was the. Oh boy, I should know this too because my second grade teacher Dorothy Donahue was kind of a 6-on-6 girls legend too, and she played all over and they won state titles. I don't know that one. Popejoy, I don't know. Alden was the Redskins.
Yeah, Popejoy was the Pirates.
Ooh,
and they were absorbed by Alden in 1958.
Yeah, that was a little before my time.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm old, but I'm not that old.
A little bit before your time. And then Buckeye was the Braves. The Buckeye Braves. And they actually had the same yellow kind of Iowa Falls yellow as the Braves. That same as Cherokee. Kind of had that yellow Buckeye. But and then Popejoy, the Pirates. They also. It kind of Yeah, they had kind of that a little bit more of a purple with it, kind of like a light Lake Mills, had a light yellow and a light purple.
Wow, that's some good research, I'll be honest, because I grew up, within 20, 25 miles of here, and I didn't even know those two schools ever had high schools, honestly. I don't, but.
Yeah, both were absorbed by Alden in the early 50s, mid-50s, early 50s. We're underway. Here's short kick taken by the Indians by Hagen at the 35-yard line, 40. And going to be brought down at about the 42 is where his forward progress will be. Brought all the way back to about the 35, but forward progress will go to about the 42-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 Forest City from the Iowa Falls 42. And again, from their own 42-yard line. And again, we'll start a drive needed to cross midfield. All three of their touchdown drives have started this way. 11:54 to play here in the third quarter. Just underway, second half football. As we will see the snap here by Dillevue. Handoff up the middle to Clausen to about the 45-yard line. Give him a gain of about 3. 11:43 to play.
Yeah, I'm getting bombed here. Everybody's trying to guess the trivia question, and they're not right. They're not right so far. Not right so far.
Nobody's
right.
right
I think
so
we
far?
got a good one, and I've got some Forest City trivia guys out there that are pretty good at that. We haven't heard from Mark out in the field yet. He's probably out in the field, but I'm sure it's coming.
2 receivers to the left side, 2 receivers to the right side. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing tonight. I know my little one is hanging out with them, so I'm not sure where they're at. Looking to throw Dillevue downfield.
Nice throw,
Wide
got
open.
him.
Sopko dropped. In and out of the hands. I think it's better coverage there than a drop, as that one was there for Sopko. But you got to give credit. Great job there to Risky, Nathan Risky, the junior 5'8", 145. He kind of helped poke that one away.
Yeah, good defense by number 2 there, but nice ball, good route. They split there. We finally got that vertical route there on that 2-high safety look, and we got a shot there, and that'll be there again. And I like the aggressiveness coming out of the locker room with the lead, trying to put the nail in the coffin for us.
2 receivers right, 2 receivers left in the gun, Dillevue. 11:05 to play here, third quarter, one man in motion. That's Bailey. Looking to throw, that was Clausen. He is going to be sacked. First sack of the game of Dillevue. Brought down, as you mentioned earlier, the Indians have really controlled the line of scrimmage. Not that time, as Dillevue is sacked to the 37-yard line, where it'll be fourth down and long, and we'll probably see Forest City's punt unit out for the first time tonight with 10:44 to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, first time we've shown the punt, and it looks like we're going to go to a little bit more of a traditional punt formation.
Looking for a kick downfield. It is taken at the 30 to about the 35-40. Bounces outside to the 42-yard line. Damiano on the return there for Iowa Falls Alden to about the 42-yard line with 10:24 to play here in the third quarter. 20-6 is the lead in favor of the Indians of Forest City. The Cadets of Iowa Falls Alden in all black tonight. It's the opposite teams, as the Indians in all white. White helmets, white jerseys, and white pants. Black helmets, black jerseys, and black pants for Iowa Falls Alden. First-year head coaches as well. First-year head coach Eric Walking Stick. First-year head coach Tom Clary. As looking for a run there is Damiano. Indians don't make a tackle originally, but try to bounce around. Forest City finally will make the tackle at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and the Indians doing a great job of maintaining that line of scrimmage. They're trying to do a little zone read and bring Damiano out the back door there. We're doing a nice job of defending that and just sitting on it, and he had to dance around. By the time he danced around, we were all over that pursuit.
Caught by Weaver across the 45-yard line to about the 47. Good little catch there by Weaver for Iowa Falls Alden. They're going to spot him actually at the 40. Yeah, at the 47. Right short of it. Third down from the 47-yard line. 3 receivers in a trips formation left. 1 receiver to the right. Damiano in the gun. Takes a snap. Looks right. Doesn't have anything. Now he's trying to run. He's being chased by Hagen and Woogie. And he'll just have to throw this one to the Forest City sidelines. incomplete as Woogie and Hagen in chase coverage there for the Indians. Great job downfield by Forest City defensively. Not allowing.
Yeah, great job by our defensive line, putting a little bit of pressure on Damiano there, number 15, and good coverage there downfield by Carson Hall, taking away that option.
Damiano will look to the sidelines. 9:21 to play, third quarter, 20-6 Indians. They're looking for the play. They've got it. 3 receivers in a trips formation right. It's a quarterback keeper to Damiano. He's got blockers. Oh, he's brought down. He had a block, but James Hagen says not here as he comes in and makes the play right at the line of scrimmage. Great one there by James Hagen. As you mentioned, guys trying to really prove themselves for years to come, and James Hagen makes a great one there.
Yeah, really nice tackle there. I like he's tackling legs, and you just saw it right there, man. We get his legs and take those away, and he's down on the ground. No more threat. He stepped on his toes. Damiano's kind of he squirts around back there and did a really good job. Nice play by James.
2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left. Dillavu in the gun. He's got a running back with him. Here's the snap. It's Thompson, left side. Thompson, running room 45. As the Indians take over on downs at about the 43-yard line for Forest City as they're marching in with 9:05 to play here in the third quarter. 20-6. Second down and 5. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. In the gun, Dillavu sends 1 man in motion from right to left. That's Thompson. Takes the snap, hands off Clausen, left side. Clausen, hard running. He's got first down yardage and more. 30. Near the 25-yard line before he's finally brought down. Hard run for Sam Clausen, and the Indians have first down and 10 near the red zone, marching in with 8:41 to play here in the third quarter.
Good job by our offensive line. Good perimeter blocking. Sam running hard again as usual, and we're just starting to run it here. We're physically taking this over here in the third quarter.
In the snap, I think it ended up in the hands of Sam Clausen. Looks like it's going to go down as a direct snap there as the snap came to Clausen. I think it was supposed to still go to Dillavu before Clausen. Looked like they kind of both handled it for a moment, but Clausen finds a big rush on first down.
Yeah, this nice heads-up play on both those guys' part. They didn't fight over it. They knew where it was going and who should have it, so I did a nice job, and here comes Sam again. We're going to get a steady diet of him, I think, until they get that stopped, and there's no reason why we should change anything.
First down and 10 Indians as Clausen runs for the first down and more with 7:52 to play here in the third quarter. Remember, be thinking about those trivia questions as we end this third quarter. We're going to be giving it to you. I got a couple guys in mind, Coach. I think you're going to be a little upset when I get this one right.
Well, I know our outside listeners, they're 0 for so far.
Yep.
I think they're home probably trying to Google things. But
and see, that's
I'm done hearing from them, so they must have given up. I'm not sure. 2
receivers right, 1 receiver left. Hand off to Clausen up the middle. And see, that's for our viewers at home. They're not able to see inside here. You've seen me. I have – just our video stream up, I have done no looking on anything. I haven't even touched a computer since we started this drive. So
yeah, this would be all top of your head. And I know you got a photographic memory, so I know you probably looked over that record book before you came down here. So
no,
it
I
was
actually didn't have time today.
Well, as you know, I didn't. As I already admitted, I was a little late on my research today. I didn't do my homework till the last minute. So
6:50 to play here in the third quarter. In the gun. Just about everybody. That's one of those where the official can get on the microphone and say encroachment on the entire defense.
It kind of looks like, he dropped the flag on the wrong side of the line of scrimmage there. But, it looks like it might be on there. I did see our guard rocking a little bit, but he had a lot of black shirts running by him there. So it would be hard to just sit there and not move.
That's That's one of those with an offensive lineman. You see him come across, you take the free shot. You get the shot. They're in the neutral zone. You can take a free shot there. Have a little fun. Here's Clausen, left side, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Clausen in for a third time tonight, and the Indians will advance their lead 20-6.
Again, good hard run there by Sam. They're running a little counter action back there, trying to kick out and wrap around. A little GT action actually running that with their H-back. But Sam just got behind his pads. He was getting in there with blockers or not. So puts us up 26-6 now, sitting on the extra point here from Sopko. I'll let you make this call.
All right. I'll try to get this one. 26-6, as it's gotten dark now. It makes it harder, but that one's right down the middle. It is fumbled by the Iowa Falls students in the back that try to catch it. It doesn't count as a fumble on the field. It does count as 1 point for the Indians, though. 27-6, Forest City. They're in command with 6:30 to play here in the third quarter. We'll come back in 1 minute for more high school football on KIOW.
Lucas Woogie is your locally owned Cornelius Seed dealer here in Forest City. Cornelius Seed, an Iowa-based company, has a full line of corn and soybeans. Call Lucas today at 641-860-0595. Plant it, profit. Cornelius Seed from Lucas Woogie.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck. For the past 90 years, NSB Bank has provided the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titanca, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. As Sopko getting ready to kick this one off. We were just talking off air during the commercial break. We're still on this punting kick, and I remember my freshman year, which would have been the 2011 football season for the Indians. We were out at practice talking about punting, and everybody was kind of just messing around with the football. People were throwing it, people were punting, people were just kicking and getting ready for practice. And Coach Moore came out and said, you know, that's the one way to get yourself stuck being a punter is by punting when the coaches aren't out there, because they walk out right as you're punting. All of a sudden see you boom a couple. They need somebody to go back there and stand back there and punt. That's how you get stuck being a punter.
Yeah, you either get stuck being the punter or at least the backup for sure, because then you find guys that you didn't think could do it that can do it all of a sudden. But, yeah, there's a lot of stories about that that we could go into about punting. But everybody always wants to throw and catch and punt the ball until there's a bunch of other different colored jerseys running at you. So it really changes how that all looks.
6:24 to play here in the third quarter. Indians lead 27-6. Week 9 of the Iowa high school football season as Forest City trying to close the victory. Screen pass. It is nearly dropped but caught by Weaver across the 35 to about the 37. Great concentration there by Weaver to be able to hold that one in. It looked like it was about to squirt out the top of his shoulder. He pulls it in and able to tuck for a few yards.
Yeah, nice grab by him in some traffic and regain the ball and get up on that little tunnel screen there, and got a nice little gain for the Cadets.
Handoff up the middle and going to be brought down at about the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. 5:40 to play here in the third quarter. 27-6 is the lead in favor of the Indians. Third down and short upcoming. Here's the snap. Runs up the middle. And we've got whistles to stop for the first down, so they're signaling enough for a first down. $5:20 to play here in the third quarter with the Indians 27-6. Two receivers here to the near side, two receivers to the far side. One man in motion. Weaver. Damiano looking to throw downfield. It is caught. Wide open. Great throw by Damiano as he's able to make the play. That is as Carson Kalous makes the play at about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, getting a little dark in here.
Yeah. 4:59 to play here in the quarter, and we've got a whistle, and it appears to be a timeout on the field. We'll take a break as well. We'll come back in 1 minute. More high school football on KIOW.
Lucas Woogie is your locally owned Cornelius Seed dealer here in Forest City. Cornelius Seed
provided the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titanca, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Forest City fans, whenever the Indians football team scores this fall, you score as well at your local Forest City Hy-Vee store. If the football team scores 7 points, you get 7 cents off per $7 you spend the Monday following a game. 24 points, 24 cents at your local Forest City Hy-Vee store.
Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
Welcome back here on KIW. We talked about all the games going on. Galen Catholic giving West Hancock everything they can handle. That's a 3-2 matchup as it is 6-6 in favor, or 6-6 tied. West Hancock and Galen Catholic in the first quarter. So a little bit of, I know it's just first quarter action, but Galen Catholic right there with the Eagles. Up the middle. There's a rush by Damiano as he'll pick up a couple of yards. Couple of 3-2 matchups that we have in the area, West Lake Mills and Nashua Plainfield. I think that's probably another going to be tightly contested one. We'll see if we can nab the score of that one. Nashua Plainfield leading 6-0 in the second. Left side brought down as Weaver. It'll be third down and long here for Iowa Falls Alden. So 6-0 Nashua Plainfield over Lake Mills so far. And now West Hancock has retaken the lead 12-6. So some good games going on around the area. Got a good one here with the Indians leading by 21. 3 receivers right in a trips formation. 1 receiver here to the near side. Damiano and company will look at the sidelines for the call in. Quick pass out to the right side. It is dropped. It was a forward pass. It'll be incomplete with 4:04 to play here in the third quarter. 4th down and 9 now upcoming for Iowa Falls Alden. As they're inside Forest City territory at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and it appears that they're going to go for it, 4th down territory, and, you know, they got nothing to lose here. Going to go little motion out of that trips.
Damiano looking to throw. Penalty marker on the field. The play is caught. The ball was caught.
Looks like there's going to be a holding back here, though.
Calouse makes the play, but that one's going to be coming back as Damiano was running around. His offensive line was trying to help him out, but instead looks like they must have held somebody, which will take the ball backwards as the ball will go from the original line of scrimmage as it is in the backfield. So 10-yard penalty from the 47-yard line. So that'll take the ball back on the other side of the field to the 47-yard line. On the opposite side, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. It is punt time now for Iowa Falls Alden. In punt formation is Damiano with 3:45 to play here in the third quarter. Punt for Damiano. That's a good one. Goodness gracious, that ball is gone. Oh, it's fumbled by Thompson. And who's going to get on top of it? Thompson might have got it back. There's 2 Iowa Falls Alden cadets and 1 Indian, and Thompson did get it back. Thompson, good wrestling there as he's able to wrestle a couple of Iowa Falls Alden cadets there. It looked like he wasn't going to get back on top of that, but he does. So the Indians will hang on to the football at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, good job of getting that back. It was didn't look very promising there when it went to the ground, but Jack fought hard there on the ground on the bottom of that pile and got it back for the Indians. So 3:29 here. We're a little bit deep in our territory. It'd be nice to put a good sustained drive here for the next 3.5 minutes and then finish this out with a score and just finish this thing off solid.
Receiver to the near side, 2 receivers to the far side. Handoff up the middle. And that's Clausen for Forest City, who's had a great game on the ground. We mentioned Clausen and him rising through the season rankings of rushing yards. Bailey on the step for Iowa Falls Alden. 3:06 to play here in the third quarter with the Indians leading 27-6. 1 receiver to the near side. That's Willie Holmes by himself. 2 receivers to the far side for the Indians. Backfield has one with Dillevue. Blitz being shown from the middle linebacker for IFA. Run to the outside Indians. Clausen is loose. 40, 45, 50. Clausen could go. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. See you later. Sam Clausen is into the end zone for the touchdown. Go Big Red has Clausen all the way down the field. Doesn't look like there's any penalty markers out there. And Clausen has a big rush for the Indians.
Yeah, and a great run there. Great job. They jammed. They went two double inside linebackers blitzed. We went to the perimeter, sealed it all to the inside. We had the numbers instantly, and Sam took care of the rest of it there. And that's got to put him in a good position yardage-wise to start moving up that scale to be, right up in those top two, actually, I would think, getting close.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take a look at that as the game will wind down. 34-6, the Indians all over the Cadets of Iowa Falls Alden. 2:38 to play, third quarter. We'll come back for more football in 1 minute on KIOW.
Malin Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School Athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 70-yard touchdown rush for Sam Clausen as the Indians back on the board, 34-6 with 2:38 to play here in the third quarter. Kick is going to be taken at about the 11-12-yard line for IFA. And, Grant Woogie with a great tackle for the Indians right around the 25-yard line as Woogie's still out there running around and throwing people to the ground as he's done all season. Should be on his way to, I would assume, an all-district nomination this year. I don't know why he would not there with all the tackles he's wrapped up this season.
Yeah, it's what I'm really enjoying seeing here is we just in the last couple sequences here, it's been seniors and given great effort, and they've got some opportunities here potentially not to, but they're competitors and they're out here giving great effort. You saw that from Sam, you're seeing that from Grant, you saw that the play from Jack. So it's just a lot of fun to see these guys competing, and that's good signs for the future.
Damianos runs and eventually loses the football, but IFA will keep it as the ball goes out of bounds. Damianos had to scramble and lose it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you get these guys, they know that, why they could be saying, why get hurt? I'll be out there, but I'm not going to go hard. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to, all these things that could be going through their mind. They're not. They're running around. Sam ran a 70-yard run. Grant Woogie is kind of fearless with the body tonight, as always, and just kind of throwing his body around there. And
yeah, and not just the seniors. I mean, we're seeing some underclassmen here play real hard, and they've been playing hard all year. But in a situation like this is a real test for them, and you're seeing some real positive things out of the Indians. And I really like, as a coach, the things that you're going to see for growth, and we'll talk about that probably, I'm sure, at the end. But, you just really see some positives here out of the Indians through this third quarter. Had a lead. They're continuing to be aggressive. They're still coming at it, and it doesn't look like they're going to, let off the gas here until that last horn blows here at the end of the fourth.
1:40 to play here in the third quarter, 34-6. Our fourth quarter will be brought to you by our good friends at A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Quick pass out caught by Morgan Jr. at about the 46-45 yard line. So Morgan Jr. with the play there for IFA. Still plenty of time to get down to your local Forest City A&W store this evening. It's only 7:40. Still plenty of time. They're open till 9 p.m. this evening for tasty treats, strip your floats, and more. A&W Highway 69 North in Forest City. Run out. Great tackle there by Archer. Just on cue, talking about those seniors as Archer comes in and makes a great play for the Indians at about the 47-yard line. Good tackle and a wrap-up. It'll be 3rd down and about 5 for IFA with 53 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 34-6 is the Indians' lead, and the Indians will jump off sides. And so we'll have more forward yardage coming here for Iowa Falls Alden. Five-yard penalty on an encroachment penalty by the Indians. 34-6 is the lead. Clock will wind. 45 seconds remaining unless they use a timeout. This will likely be the final play of the third quarter. It is first down. It was about 3rd down and 5, so the 5-yard penalty gives them first down and 10. One-man in motion, that's Barrett. And now another penalty is on the field. This one maybe, it is going to be against the, no, okay, he just gave the wrong signal. Originally, he gave another encroachment signal, so I thought it was going against the Indians, but then he changed it to the false start. So will be another 5-yard penalty, this time going backwards for Iowa Falls Alden. So it'll put the ball back to where it was before, but Iowa Falls got the first down with the Forest City penalty. So instead of being 3rd down and 5 from this location, it's 1st down and 15. Damianos will throw incomplete, so another play will happen here in the third quarter with 19 seconds remaining. At the 47-yard line is where IFA will set up. 2 receivers here to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side. Damianos in the gun, looking to throw. Screen pass. It is caught. Oberling at midfield. 45. He'll burst forward. He's going to be not enough for a first down, but he gets all the penalty yardage and more back. It makes it 3rd down and manageable here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Our fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Again, still plenty of time to get down to your local Forest City A&W. Right now is a great time for a break with a tasty A&W treat. Rip your floats and shakes along with Polar Swirls and much more. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City. We'll come back in 30 seconds for more football on KIOW.
Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School Athletics. Nate Malin is with you.
Along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
Welcome back here to Iowa Falls Alden's Cadet Field. All right, Coach. Here we go. Let's start. Let's not just jump right into it. We'll start first with the. Let's start first with the year. Okay, we're going to talk year. I think it's recent, semi recent. I think if I'm thinking right, grad year of 2015.
No, incorrect.
Okay, all right.
It's in that era though, but
all right.
We're talking 2012.
All right, 2012. Okay, that gives us one. I think it's Kyle Rosacker.
Nice guess. Kyle was our punter for 2 years, but in 2012, the answer to this was huge number. Season average of 45.7 yards average that year. First team All-State. Also,
Westerberg.
Isaac Tuttle.
Okay. I was just going to keep guessing guys in that area.
Isaac Tuttle. First year we had turf.
Yep.
And Isaac did a great job of punting that year. Also, turf was kind of a new thing in North Iowa, and it kind of caught some people off guard, and he definitely got the advantage of some big turf rolls. But he did a great job of punting that year. He took the job actually away from Kyle there, and punted that last year. But, yes, a little-known fact, Isaac was a really good pitcher for us, too.
Yep.
Led us to the state tournament that year, but was first-team All-State punter with a 45.7-yard average, which is – that's a big number to average that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Fortunately, that was before the pitch number there for Tuttle to help us down there. Great team there, and went down, got down to the state tournament. North Polk was our first round opponent there at that state baseball tournament. Fell in that one, but good time there.
Oh, here we come from the backside. Nope,
Screen pass. And a good run down by Clausen to make the tackle. It's going to be 4th down and long. Yeah, so the two people I had in my head was Kyle, but the one I ultimately was going for, I thought Tanner got pretty good boots on his when he was punting. That was going to be my guess, was my quarterback, Tanner Thompson.
Yeah, they're right up there. Kyle, Tanner.
Yeah, those are my two guesses.
Those guys are up there, and I believe there's a guy from, the name's escaping me, but.
Touchdown here by Morgan Jr. as he catches a little flare pass out to the 20-yard line. He'll run it 20 yards in for a touchdown as IFA, with one of their longest offensive plays of the night, turns into 6 points with 10:23 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, a lot of guys in there, and the name escapes me, but there's an older player in there from not that 2000 generations, probably in the 90s or 80s, I believe, was right up in there, and there's the fireworks catching us off guard a little bit. But, it's we've had some numbers there, and obviously punting's a big deal right now in Iowa. Hopefully we don't see a lot of that tomorrow when the Gophers come down to Iowa City. But it is we do have the luxury of watching one of the best punters in a long time in this area. I can date myself by remembering when I was a kid watching Reggie Roby, but definitely I'm remembering more with the Dolphins than I do vaguely with the Hawkeyes. But Torrey Taylor is something special, and Isaac actually put numbers up that compete with that a little bit. I don't know if he had quite the control that Torrey has, but it was a pretty impressive year for Isaac that year.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, it's so fun. Kind of crazy that that we talk about how great Iowa is with the punting game, but hey, it's a form of football, and the biggest thing right now is the Hawkeyes are winning, and you guys as coaches, that's at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how you win football games, and that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can agree or disagree with the styles, and sometimes I got to admit it can be frustrating. It can be, but at the end of the day, your objective is to win, and that's what you do. And everybody has their own formula how to do it. Some people do it with flash and dash, and other people just do it very under the radar. And right now the Hawkeyes are doing it in a way I don't mind, with a running game a little bit and some good defense and onside kick there. Nice grab by
hands team.
Who was that there? That's Wilson, freshman.
All right.
Nice job hanging in there for a freshman. That's a big play right there. That's a lot of pressure to be up there and get that ball kicked at you. Nice job hanging in there. I'm really impressed by that. That's a nice job.
Yeah, Peter Wilson, the 6'1", 157-pound freshman, wears number 33, makes that grab for the Indians at midfield as IFA tries for the onside kick there. 34-12, Indians lead here. Fourth quarter action on their way, trying to find a fourth win of the season and end on a happy note. To the right side, Thompson looking for some running room at about midfield, so right about at the line of scrimmage. Englund makes a stop for IFA. They'll mark him right back at the line of scrimmage. 10:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. 34-12. Our fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. The Indians will break the huddle. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Clock continues to tick. One receiver here to the near side. Two receivers to the far side. In the gun. Dillavoot takes the snap, hands it off. Running room. Clausen still on his feet all the way down to the 40-yard line, or right to it. The Indians needed 10, and Clausen, I think, got about 9, maybe 9.5.
Like that run right there. He's delivering blows. He wasn't waiting for him to come. He was he got up underneath there, got underneath his blocks and lowered his shoulder pads and gave two of the cadets some pretty good business right there, and they caught that little shoulder pad square in the jaw right there. Nice run by Sam. I really enjoy that. Puts us in a 3rd and short situation here. I'm guessing you're probably going to have something very similar coming at you right here.
Indians will set up with 2 receivers here to the near side. Trying to catch him off guard. Clausen, hard running. He'll have first down yardage and more. First down and 10 for Forest City across the 40-yard line near the 35. Bailey on the stop for IFA. First down and 10 Indians. Trying to march down and find another touchdown on the board. Again, some good momentum here for Forest City racking up towards the end of the year.
Yeah, again, what we've talked about, the Indians looking really good here. Offensive line getting a good push. We're playing some young guys in there, getting a look with Umball in there and a couple of the other guys. So we're getting a little bit of a look of the future. Sam's hungry right now, and they're going to let the senior run this thing hard and finish it out the way he wants to go out. And right now he's running it. He's running it just in his style, the way he's started his career, and he's going to end it that way. And super proud of him right here with that effort.
Yeah, we're talking about Sam and where he's going to rank as far as rushers for a season here at Forest City. And, of course, everything, all stats unofficial until they're official afterwards, until they can be tallied up, but we appreciate it. There's Sam. He's still on his feet. Oh, he's still hard running left side. We do want to throw a shout out to Ron Litzen, who stands on the sidelines for us each and every single game and able to calculate those stats, which we get in real time up here in the booth. I know Jason Sopko down there as well. They do a great job with that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very fortunate to be able to have that resource, and they take that job very seriously. And it's not an easy job, and we count on them a lot. And you got to throw Rylan in there too. Rylan Litzen, okay. He's been helping out quite a bit too, and they've been down there for quite a few years doing their work. And unsung job, but very important job, and they do a great job at it.
Left side rush for Clausen. Stays on his feet. He climbs for a few more.
I think that was Thompson, maybe.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think that was Thompson.
I can't.
Yeah, you did get stuck behind the wall here a little bit. So.
I got a wall here, so just trying to pick up. Actually, might have been Bailey, maybe. Somebody off that left side for the Indians. As Forest City will have.
You're going to end up with that neck problem I had at Garner a couple weeks ago. I'm going to lean over here on this other wall and watch this thing.
Less rain, though, tonight than that game. Up the middle, Clausen looking for another hard rush. He's brought down this time. Good stop there by IFA. So coming into this game, Sam had 782 yards on the season. That was coming into this game, which that alone, that 782, would put him at number 10 all-time for a season. And he's well past that. He's passed Colton tonight. He's passed Adam Helm tonight. Let's see. Let's try to get what he's officially at right now and try to do math. That's why I put everything in a spreadsheet. It does the math for you, Coach. I ain't out here doing any math. To the right side.
Those numbers are getting big over there for you. I'm just going to let you do it. I'm just going to sit here and watch the game and help you out here since you can't see around the corner.
Right, no kidding. Yeah, you can get me. Clausen just rushed a moment ago, I believe.
Yeah, another good one. Now we're at fourth down here on the 10-yard line. We're in that shotgun, a little motion across. I guess we're probably going to see some level of pass here. No, going to give it to Sam back in. He cuts back in against the grain. He's fighting hard behind the pads. Looks like he's going to get the first down, though, inside the 5. Looks like they're going to spark about 3.5. So we'll get first and goal out of that going into this north end zone.
So I believe, if this is waiting for this so he got about 5. I think he's about 215 on the night right now as far as rushing yards. We'll let it we'll get through this drive, and then we'll see where we're at there. But Clausen right around the 215 mark for the game, rushing yards for the Indians, 217. So he got 7 there a moment ago. Indians.
That might give him a chance to be the second 1,000-yard rusher in our school history here. We got a shot at that tonight with a little bit of time, probably at least one more possession.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, too. That's why I started pulling everything up, because I think he's going to be right there at the mark. Again, he had, 782, I believe, coming into this evening. So over 900 now and getting right there.
See us hopefully cap it off here. We're trying to bleed a little bit of this play clock out here. You don't want to rub any salt in the wound here, but you want to finish strong and you want your guys to get her done. And hopefully they cap her off here. And I see that number you just did on the in your head.
Yeah.
And
there it is.
There it is. He got the 1 yard.
Yeah. Well, I think they responded to 2, so I think he got 2 yards there. I believe that would be his 3rd touchdown of the night. No. 4th touchdown of the night. Clausen on the ground for the Indians, and I believe that just put him over 1,000 yards for his season, as Coach mentioned, to become just Forest City's second 1,000-yard rusher in the season. He had 999 before that last play. Unofficially, of course, math in my head.
Yeah.
And I believe he got 2 more there. We'll let it refresh here officially. We'll try to get you a unofficial official count. PAT is up and good. We'll come back in 1 minute. 41-12. The Indians also have a chance to put up their largest number against Iowa Falls Alden in school history tonight as well, as they've scored 41 points this evening. We'll take a break. We'll come back in 1 minute. More high school football on the other side of this break.
Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. So, unofficially, Sam Clausen has become just Forest City's second 1,000-yard rusher. As I mentioned, all the names he's passed so far tonight coming in. So he has passed Colton Westerberg, Adam Helm, Chad Anderson, Todd Sesker, Kyle Rosacker, Matt Eckerman, Erling Brunsvold, and those are all the names. Some big multi-sport stars at Forest City. Not just football players, but multi-sport stars he has passed this evening as far as a season rushing goes. Across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Mark Bruns as well. I missed that one earlier as he passed Andy Olson, who was a hard runner for you for a long time. Andy was 10th on that list for a while. He ran for 7:52 in 2022. But, Sam Clausen, 202 yards in this game, 4 touchdowns. Puts them right up there. Let's see, how many touchdowns? He had 9 touchdowns coming into this evening, so he's sitting at 13 touchdowns now as well. Brunsvold had 13 touchdowns. Reese Moore had 13 touchdowns for the Indians in 2020. As Carter Weaver is loose now down the sidelines. So we're talking about touchdowns. Norris, that season, he had 19 touchdowns that year in 1974. But 13 touchdowns right up there with the best on a season as well.
Yeah, Sam's, he's put himself there in some pretty good company, and that's, and I knew it's had, I was fortunate to be able to coach Sam for 3 years, and it's been a lot of fun watching him play this year as last year. I knew he'd have a good year. Just like I'd mentioned before, just the work he puts in and the time he puts in to prepare for football is unparalleled with this group of guys. And they're all hard workers, but Sam has really dedicated himself to be good in football. And it showed. He's gotten the results, and he's getting some payback on that. And that's a lot of fun to watch a kid that's invested that much and then gets rewarded a little bit. So congratulations to him here out as a senior to put himself in that category and do that for history now.
And Clausen, the other thing is, that was actually his fifth. I didn't, it hadn't updated yet. He has actually run for the 5 touchdowns for Forest City this evening as well, which gives him now 21 rushing touchdowns in his career as well. So he's over the 20 mark for rushing touchdowns. He had 9 rushing touchdowns on the season coming into tonight. He has 5 already tonight, so a little over halfway of his season total. Running hard there for the Indians. Zayas Faye down the field. Forest City 41 points tonight so far in this contest. The Indians have not scored 41 points in this series since 2005, as that one is broken up. The Indians have scored 42 points, the most points the Indians have ever scored in a game against Iowa Falls. Alden scored 42 points in that 2005 win for Forest City.
If Aaron Frederick's out there, he'll definitely remember that night.
42-6, the final in Forest City on September 23rd of 2005. Harms looking downfield. He will throw. Probably, they did not throw the flag. I thought maybe they were going to get James Hagen for a little hit there. As I like that. I like the no call, but just the way we see the roughing the passer call these days, I am very shocked not to see it. Turnover on downs. The Indians are going to get it back with 2:06 here.
Yeah, and I just assume with this kind of lead, you're just going to see the Indians kind of clear the bench out here a little bit and then run the football here so we can keep the clock moving. I'm not sure what we've got a little break here doing and what we're.
I think somebody called the timeout.
Yeah,
I think.
You see the official over there in the middle of it, so I was just wondering what the heck we had going on. But,
I think he's just standing there. Yeah,
I think maybe they just swarmed him.
Yeah, they swarmed over top of him. He was standing there minding his own business, and the Indians said, "Hey, we're going to huddle up here, sir." So he just come on in, and so that's where that ended. They did end up moving their huddle now, but it was a timeout taken on the field. So pretty cool night for Forest City football and for Sam. So his 21 career rushing touchdowns. See if we can update all of that here. His 21 career rushing touchdowns, I believe, is going to put him either first or second in that category. Going to put him second all-time in career rushing touchdowns. As Brunsvold had 20, Nordis had 30, but now 21 rushing touchdowns for Sam Clausen this evening. Passing a couple other guys, passing Zeke Casper, Reese Moore, Matt Eckerman, and Kyle Rosacker this evening. So again, some big names there for the Indians. Parker Cox now in there running for Forest City. So Sam Clausen's day has maybe come to a close with 1:45 remaining here in the contest. As you mentioned, getting some other guys out there to run for the Indians. One receiver here to the near side, 3 to the far side, 1:33 remaining in the game, and now the Indians will just take down an eel. And they are going to be on their way to a 4-5 season, as the Indians will finish 4-5 on the year with a win over Iowa Falls all the night by a final score, what appears to be 41-12, as IFA will make some changes defensively and give all of their starters, some of their seniors, and some other guys that got to play tonight a little bit of a standing ovation as they leave the field for the final time. Some of those guys out there for Iowa Falls, Alden. Indians trying to make a substitution. They must only have 11 guys on the field. Ryan Bailey is running in late. Just for a kneel down. And now we got an Indian down on the ground.
I think he just got tipped over there.
And the Indians will have to snap it one more time with 37 seconds remaining. One more kneel down for the Indians. Actually, that kneel down will stop the clock because it's 4th down. And they do have to snap it. So Iowa Falls will get the football back. There's about a 5-second difference. And as soon as the Indians kneel the ball down, it's a change of possession, so it's going to have to stop the clock.
I could see him kicking it, keeping it in bounds, and they might be able, if they can keep it in, they might be able to run all the time off.
Okay. It is kicked down. I'm not sure they're going to get enough.
It's going to roll in there and kill it.
Yeah.
With about 2 seconds.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be close. I didn't think there was enough, but he needed that ball to go just a little bit slower.
Yeah, but what a way for our seniors to go out here. just super proud of them. I still feel like I got a little part on those guys being with them for 3 years, and super proud of them to finish out this year. They competed really, really well this year, and I know it didn't end quite the way they had it planned, but they definitely came out here in week 9 and took care of business and did it in a pretty good fashion. So super proud of all of them. I can't say enough, and to watch them all, and really excited about these juniors and sophomores coming back. Some really good things, I think, for the Indians here in the future and where they're going. So just saw a lot of positives tonight, and excited for the future.
And there's the final kneel down as Iowa Falls Alden gets down on the ground, and the Indians will go on to win by a final score of 41-12 as they find a big victory here to close out the season, as they will shake hands at midfield. And Coach Joaquin Stick out there to greet the Indians. He's the first one across the midfield stripe. Forest City will go on to win tonight, again by a final score of 41-12. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up here from Iowa Falls, wrap things up for the 2023 Iowa High School football season here on KIOW.com. Of course, we will follow all of our friends at West Hancock and Lake Mills through the remainder of the postseason on KIOW.com and also on our 2 radio channels, KIOW Mix 107.3 FM and B103 103.1 FM. We'll come right back to wrap things up from Iowa Falls.
Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer. Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco-Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations may lose value.
Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland and Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
Everyone else is doing it. Call me, Matt, Chuck, or Jake at County Line Seeds in Forest City for a great lineup of DeKalb, Asgrow, NK, and now offering Wiffles hybrid products. 641-581-3300.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Welcome back here to Iowa Falls. Iowa Falls Alden's Cadet Field at Dale Stadium, and the Indians pick up the win tonight by a final score of 41-12, the final. And we just want to thank everybody that has helped us out through along the way. Do want to wrap things up. Our post-game show is brought to you by our good friends at County Line Seeds. County Line Seeds located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Not happy with what you're seeing in the fields this year? Give County Line Seeds a call at 641-581-3300 or visit them in the industrial park on the south side of Forest City. County Line Seeds, the sponsor of today's post-game show. Indians pick up the victory tonight by a final score of 41-12. NBT Bank brings you tonight's Player of the Game. Our Player of the Game is brought to you by our friends at NBT Bank. NBT Bank Player of the Game. And our NBT Bank Player of the Game is going to be all of our seniors. Man, oh man, all of our seniors went out there and gave it out one more time for the Indians here and come away with a 41-12 victory. So all the seniors will be our NBT Bank Players of the Game. Thanks to all you great listeners and viewers throughout the year. We really do appreciate it. Thanks to our good friend Chad Moore for being in the box with us throughout the season and calling these games with us. So great to have his insight and a lot of fun to have him along the way. I want to thank, normally we're on the radio. We're not on the this evening, but thanks so much to John Lentz throughout the season who has helped us, and Ashley Davison has done a great job on camera for us this evening, or this season as well. So we do appreciate her. Fall sports not done. Lake Mills and West Hancock are in the middle of playoff games right now on KIOW.com, so you can flip over to the Lake Mills or the West Hancock stream to watch those football games.